me. So, because We're back on this very warm day for Mokhul episode 17. Alright, catch up. Last session, we began with Chester because Todd hasn't been here for like 5 weeks.
That's why fucking Todd's not here. He's meant to be doing the catch up, the fucking fraud.
Alright, calm down. Alright, he's giving his excuses. He's not here. But, okay, so we began the session with Chester awakening in the the Iron Blood estate to find Hissam Gravewarden waiting for him downstairs after the meeting, the Nobles Council. They began talking, and Hissam led Chester out into the orchards and spoke to him, saying, "I don't suppose that you've seen a young person that can draw the future or the past." Anyway, Chester decided to vaguely give the location of Mimu, well, kind of saying that sounds familiar. Like, Macro always seems to know what he's doing. And in exchange, it was to allow Chester access into the House of Answers. We went over to Gwendeth for a bit, who sat there watching the infirmary. Had a little bit.
Did.
Yeah, you and George argued with her. You threw a chair at her.
I did. She told me you wouldn't dare to throw a chair at me, and I threw a chair at her.
And it hit. I think you
It
rolled a 19 or something.
I rolled really high for the chair hit.
Anyway, you and George stomped into her infirmary and demanded to speak with her. Arguments ensued. The altercation was ended when you guys ran out. And I think Grildar met up with Makra. There was some conversation about Mimu's powers, and that if Mimu and Fixu could stay here, Makra had to discipline his children because he realised, one, they're being arseholes. Two, Fixu can't stop stealing shit. And I believe you also visited the church to get the axe curse removed from you.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And other than that, Chester took up the opportunity to go into the House of Answers. Inside the House of Answers, he was allowed into the underground Forbidden Library, and with a quick research found an ancient tomb dedicated to ancient magic somewhere in the Yellow Sea, which is actually a desert, by the way. It's not actually a sea. And this seemed to make him happy. Then there was a meeting between Amelie, Vivian, Darioso, Macron, and Chester, where Amelie said that really she isn't here for the diplomacy. That's only part of her mission. Her real mission is to find the Seer's apprentice and see her safely to Port Phobos so the God King doesn't gain control or stop the power. Macron then found out that Chester puts on a complete act. You actually, for the first time, found out that Chester's voice was completely different to what he does, and you realised that Chester was friends with Amelie Tinkerton. They're family friends. Also, that you found out that Chester's family had all died in a house fire of some sort. And Amelie,
I'm not learning any of that.
yeah, and Amelie said, "I moved her. Our wizards are trying to fix her." And Chester got really aggravated and angry with her. Said it was not her right to move her. Macro was slightly confused, but afterwards, Amelie agreed that she would help you guys try to get Mimu out of the city. I think after that was when Gwendeth and George started hiring a crew.
Well, we got smashed and then started hiring a crew, yes.
Yeah, of
Some
course.
say Basil smashed.
And I got so smashed and bought so many drinks for all the people in the bar that I was called up by the new management of our favorite bar, who is a familiar face to everyone except Gwendeth.
Did Gwendeth not actually meet him?
No, Gwendeth and Chester never meet him.
She accepted,
Chester obviously didn't.
and this mysterious person who no one recognized offered Gwendeth a job to kill a Medusa in the sewers, which she accepted.
She did accept, saying he kind of convinced you slightly and said that he knew that you guys were trying to fund a crew for a ship. Of course, you've been shouting it out in the bar all night. And he said that he could help fund this expedition if you went into the sewers and brought him the head of Lady Obsidian. And he would give you 500 gold pieces, which would be a hefty amount towards the schooner that you guys are trying to outfit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I've just got my boat in Assassin's Creed Odyssey as well. I'm boat practiced up.
All right, so we're going to begin with Lantix. So Lantix, we'll travel 50 or so hours back when your allies are freaking out, getting drunk. Well, one of them's getting drunk and freaking out about the ship below you. You escape into Hunter's Island, head back from the way you came, and you see the warships from the cliff face approaching the cave entrance. And you look down below you and you see the fishermen that are taking you over, going like ishing you down, and he's dragged his rowboat up underneath some fronds, and you can see him. He's going, quick, master, quick.
Yeah, I'll scurry down towards him.
Okay. And he says, what are you doing? Like, where's the rest of them? You see that?
I do see it. They're still down there. They've found a boat. I need you to get me off the island now.
He looks around, but what about the rest?
Come back for them. You don't want to hang around for them, do you?
Yeah, he looks at the two warships, and they're kind of like spinning around and anchoring so that they can release rowboats. He goes, quick! And he drags his boat down the sand, leaving a nice kind of trail, and pushes out into the waves and says, quick! We'll leave.
Yeah, I'll jump on.
Oh, man.
Atlantic's your little snake.
Your knife against the goddamn plate, Curtis.
Oh, sorry.
I'll pop him a couple of golds just for the return trip.
Yeah, he's like, oh, thank you, sir, thank you. And he just rows out. And when you turn round, by the time you reach back to Shydell, behind you, the cave entrance, you can see is littered with rowboats going in.
Yep.
Yeah, and you managed to reach back to Shydell around midday, go passing through the Bay of Spears, and he goes, should I go back for them?
Oh, yes, most definitely. Take this note and give it to the young male dwarf.
Sure.
I'll just scribble out a quick note just to say, gone to do some research. I'll see you in a few days.
Is that Master Grildar?
Yes, young Master Ironblood.
Yeah, well, you should probably go give that to his estate or something, or maybe the university. Where would he go to look for you first?
I suspect he would try to find me in my residences at the university.
Oh, it's probably best I could take that there for you if you want. I mean, you've paid me enough gold.
Sorry, I'm not quite following you. I'm going to the university. He's back on the island. I need you to give him the note to tell him I've gone to the university.
He shrugs. Sure.
Lovely. Goodbye.
Are you heading back to the university then?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a new clerk at the desk. Big Bretonian guy with a big moustache. No longer the half-elf female that you're used to.
You're new. Hello.
Hello. Can I help you?
Lantix.
Ah, Adam.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice.
Temp or replacement?
Replacement. With Miss Master Sashida being missing, everyone's gone out to look for her, including the old clerk. She's expert in scrying and divination, of course. And yes, I am an apprentice.
Well, good job. And I'll just wander off back to my room.
Okay, and then what are you doing?
Well, first of all, I will start on the cards.
Yeah, of course. All right. I kind of want to read them out, but it's like one of those things, isn't it? Like, only...
Yeah. You can read them out if you want. I mean, people can have it as player knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you spend... It probably takes you about 10 minutes to go through all the cards, experiencing everything that you have. And I'm assuming the Arcane Warhead is the last one.
Yes, probably.
Yes. Yeah, the Abandoned doesn't seem like anything to help you. It just seems to be the story of this young elven warrior.
Yeah, it's abandonable.
Mm-hmm. Broken Wings, however, interests you, I'm assuming.
Oh, greatly.
Mm-hmm.
Greatly. And does the Arcane Warhead, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, having finished those, I would very much like to begin my research on what I found out there.
Okay, so the best place for that, would be the House of Answers.
Yeah, I shall make my way there.
Okie dokie. Alright, so you head to the House of Answers, and As you are approaching, the Inquisitors with the animal masks form an orderly arrow-shaped line to kind of funnel you towards what looks like a captain of sorts with a red bandana around his arm. And he just says, Master Lantix.
Greetings.
He nods. Can I help you, sir?
I imagine you can. I seek answers, and this is the place for it.
He says, if you'd excuse me one moment, and he vanishes into the darkness of the House of Answers, and about 10 minutes later comes out with the noble that you've met before, one of your contacts, Hassim Gravewarden. He's tall, wiry, dark-skinned with white dreadlocks, and a kind of a forked goatee. And he says, Master Lantix.
Hello. How are you?
I'm very well, friend. Can I help you?
I'm sure you can. I would like entry into the House of Answers, if possible.
Of course, follow me. And he leads you into the darkness, and immediately inside the shade of the House of Answers and its thick stone walls, it's like kind of chilly. You go from heat to chill straight away, and he leads you down one of the cells, one of the cell blocks, to a trapdoor. And he says, of course, friend, remember that you are always welcome here in the library, but when you need to leave, please ring on the bell downstairs.
Of course, I know the drill.
He nods, opens the trapdoor, and lets you in.
Give him a curt nod and head down.
Mm-hmm. Says, I hope you find what you were looking for.
As do I. Grave importance.
Okay, so first order of research. I'm assuming you're staying here for as long as you can.
Well, as long as I've got what I need, yeah.
Okie dokie. Alright, so what's the first on the agenda?
The first on the agenda is probably the blind girl's father.
Alright, make an investigation check, sir.
Okay, investigating. Terrible roll.
Okie dokie. So, well, there's not much in the ancient tomes to do with the cult of the Feyfather. However, there is some new additions, and you find that some of them are written by people you know in the university and passed on to the House of Answers. Some people, however, that you never knew were spies. Some of the erudites that have been basically inundating themselves in the Fey cult of the Feyfather. It does say that their leader is suspected to be the Royal Herald Hadar Whitehorn, but however, the God King does not see their cult as a enemy of the state or the Empire. He just lets it go like most of the other religions. That kind of like he doesn't. Everyone knows that the God King isn't majorly religious and would get rid of religion if he could. But people worship gods, and he just lets it happen. Freedom of religion is one part of the Empire that has kind of like attracted most people from all around the continent.
Yeah. So the father is potentially the herald. What can I find out about the cult itself?
Right. So the herald itself is a little girl. By the way, the royal herald is a little girl by the name of Hadar Whitehorn. You've met her before. You've seen her from afar.
So how is this little girl the father of the blind girl?
No, I never said that.
That's some messed up shit.
Sorry, the question was, who is the father of the blind girl?
You didn't get enough rolls, so I just gave you the basic information. That the leader of the cult so far seems to be Hadar Whitehorn, the little blind girl with the little stag horns.
Right, so there is no answer on the father.
Yes.
Right, that makes more sense. So carrying on then with what do I know about the cult?
About the cult is sometimes in the marketplace they're spreading the word of the Feyfather. Basically, their religion states that the world needs to return to a primal state if mortality is to survive. We need to go back to tribalism and hunting and gathering and...
That makes sense.
Yep.
That's right on their agenda then.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that answers that, and that needs to be dealt with. What was my other question? I wrote a list.
My bad. Sorry, guys.
Oh yes. From the details that I saw in the vision with the blind girl, can I try and discern a location?
Yeah, you remember it being very dark and like kind of dusty, old, kind of tomb-like, but very spacious, like a massive hall dedicated to ancestors or something. You know, just this very very kind of like wide and spacious and cold atmosphere. It looks like to be underground because of the way that the pillars and spread across. It didn't seem to have any windows and no light seemed to get in. And when you were inside her kind of image, like her seeing the card, you had blind sense. You didn't see. You had that sense that she touched stuff, or when she heard sound or anything like that, she just sensed it. She just kind of like Daredevil formed a shape around the object, just knew it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In that case, then, seeing as it was the God King that had it ordered to be moved there may be records of it. I will try and look for something there in terms of where it might have been moved to.
Well, roll an investigation check.
A better roll, please. Let's use inspiration.
Oh, okay. 19?
Oh my god.
It's weird. Okay, so you find an old log. We're talking from when the Empire was first established, like nearly 119 years ago, stating that that Al-Fadil, at the moment, at that time, wasn't called the God King, but he was called Shai Dava Dava Khan, basically highest general of Heavenly Order, and he had a weapon that was going to be used, on the city-states of Ket and the Artenian people, but his generals told him not to use it, and when they did, it got exposed, and it says that it was moved to a safe location within the city of Mokhul, stored for another time.
Ah, so it's here. That's concerning. Cool.
Oh, well, how worried you are.
Can you blame me?
No.
Fine. I think I have the information I need.
Okay, so it takes you maybe about, like, it's a lot of reading. Books are part of it. Probably about 8 hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when you're done, you ring the bell, and Hasim's son, very much like him, slighter of build, and with black dreadlocks rather than white, opens the trapdoor and says, "Master Lantix."
Hello.
You require aid?
No aid, I'm just ready to come out.
Okay, so he lowers the ladder and says, "Come on up then." And his name is Mubarak, and he leads you out. And as you're being led out of these cells, to your left and right, you recognise people to your left and right, sailors that you'd met only earlier in the day, and you see some of them have bruises. You see there's some overseers and inquisitors in their cells questioning them.
Ah. Company you have, I see?
Yes, we've managed to arrest a bunch of sailors involved in a rebellion, which Master Ironblood was involved with.
Involved in the arrest or the rebellion?
Now that is to be discerned tomorrow at the Nobles' Council.
Ah, well, I can always vouch for young Master Ironblood. He was a good student.
No need. The God King will peer into his soul and know if he is worthy with honour.
Of course.
Yep, and you know that the Grave Wardens were one of the first noble families to turn to him, to turn to the God King when he first rose to power. So, and as you are led out into the night air, is there anything else you'd like to do for the next 30 hours?
Day and a half, or so?
Yeah, like day and a half.
No. Let's just assume I spent a lot longer reading.
Got it. Alright, so we go over to the next day. So everyone wakes up. I'm assuming Grildar you, Makra, would be in the Ironblood estate.
Yep.
Okay, so you wake up with fresh day to Randall waking everyone up with the bell. Breakfast is ready, and you hear Makra, your daughters, going yay, and they come running out, screaming, running circles, jumping on the bed. They're like, Papa, get up, get up, get up! It's pancakes, pancakes. They make pancakes. You awake, and then you hear Mimu go, "Don't make me place the drawing to you."
You did again,
classic
just like last
Curtis.
time. We fucked it up
Curtis.
again.
Anyway,
Every time, Curtis.
it just doesn't unmute. You're gonna have to leave the call and come back in, probably.
Lol, 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 lol.
Alright, we'll go over to Grildar while he fixes that. Grildar, so you've been woken up as usual. Or you would have been awake before he even came round with the goddamn bell. As you are, awoke, bed made, military style, ready to get on with the day. And
Oh, yeah, I've been awake for a couple of hours by the time the bell rings.
Mm-hmm. And dinner is set up, and I guess Makra and the kids come down. Anything you'd like to do in the Ironblood estate?
No, not really.
Right, fair enough, so you guys have breakfast, and Curtis needs to sort his shit out. We still can't hear you. I did lip read for fuck's sake, though. Yeah. Alright, so we go over to Gwendeth. So you and George wake back up at the Fresh Flask.
I imagine Gwendeth, since they have been on quite a drinking tour, actually wakes up on the rented chair in front of the Ironblood residence.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so you wake up on the rented chair. So, because you gave it back, you'd have to go all the way to the Fresh Flask.
Yep.
And then come all the way back. And George sleeps on the front lawn. He just goes, "Yarr, the Ironbloods won't even know." And then you hear a voice go, "But I'll know." And a tiefling appears from behind the tree and says, "You are his friends, though, so sleep away."
Where did he come from?
He goes,
Gwendeth.
yeah, he
Just
goes,
falls over.
"I was standing behind the tree. Grildar is my friend, and I am here guarding his estate, like I said I would." Is there a problem?
Kind of stalkery, isn't it?
Not really.
Fair enough.
And you pass out on the chair, and George goes, "Yeah, wake me up in, forest light." So I guess Makra and Grildar, when they're done with breakfast, go out into the garden
Hello.
and see. Hello. We can hear you.
Oh,
And,
fuck for that.
yeah, and you see Gwendeth and George Wavecleaver passed out on the lawn. Actually, Gwendeth would have fallen off the chair. And you see Abrax, Grildar, standing over them. And he just shakes his head and goes, "Friend, I tried to tell them, but they just slept here. Look how pale this one is," and points towards the dwarf. Gwendeth.
She does her research in a very peculiar manner.
You could do with sleeping in the sun for a bit anyway.
She was
put some colour in it.
She was incredibly drunk when she came home early hours this morning.
Sounds about right.
I'll just walk inside, grab a pail or a bucket, walk back out, and just throw it over Gwyneth's face.
Hey, Diablo!
So yeah, and George Wavecleaver just kind of like accepts it, goes, licks his lips and goes, "Yo, nothing like a bucket of water in the morning to set you straight. But you know what I could do with?" And he looks towards Gwendeth. "Bacon and eggs."
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Why is everyone in our pub room? I don't...
Breakfast is served.
I have a vague recollection that I might have hired a crew.
Oh, we hired a crew, guys.
Do you remember that deep one with his mouth made of tentacles?
I have a vague recollection that Randall will take a switch to your backside if you don't head inside and have breakfast now.
Yo, of course. He gets up and goes inside. He goes, "Do I smell pancakes?" And you hear some childish, "Yay!" And he goes, "Yo, it's the kiddies."
So, Grilda, we hired a crew,
Like you said you would.
like we said we would, and then we got really drunk. And we have like this just dashing swordsman. You'd love him. Probably not.
Where's his crew exactly?
Oh, they're at the pub where people told me not to go because most of them are criminals. That's where we hired the crew.
I guess it's a start. We haven't quite got a ship. How did you know we've got a ship?
I was told we had a ship. Grolda told me.
And I'll walk over to the garden. And tell them, this is going to be a little bit arduous. I'd understand if you want to leave today.
Abrex, your friend, your old squad member, says,
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I said I'd guard you for at least a month and help your family. I
have a feeling there's going to be a rowdy crowd here soon.
What do you mean? And you hear some cheering down the road, just at the moment. It's kind of very loud, raucous cheering. They're being led by this Nasian man, kind of... Nasians are kind of like my version of the Spanish, so he's got this... he's got this, like, cape flicked back over his shoulder, rapier up, going, and he's singing a shanty of some sort, and all behind him there are men just screaming loudly, and they're probably a good couple of 100 yards off at the moment, but they're on their way.
Oh, look, it's my crew.
When they arrive here, one moment, I'll walk in.
Yeah.
I'll have Randall quickly prepare two meals to go, two servings of breakfast to go.
He nods and goes, of course, sir. And comes back out within about a minute with a wooden box brimming with pancakes. And he goes, I'd like the box back, sir. It's lacquered to prevent grease escaping, but it needs a wash. And then he just hands it over.
Okay. I'll grab Wave Cleaver by his shirt.
Yeah, he's got all like pancakes falling out of his mouth. He's like, but
Yeah,
sir!
tell him to hold his hands up.
Yeah.
Just open the box, dump it onto his... No, like this.
Oh, like this. Oh, yeah, of course.
Dump the pancakes on.
Aha!
Bring the box back to...
And you see him kind of like... Yeah?
And I'll bring the box back to Randall.
Okay, yep. And he goes, thank you, sir.
Then hurry after Wave Cleaver before he eats all the pancakes or drops them.
Yeah, he's like got about a stack of like 20 and he's just like...
Greta is very impressed by his eating methods.
Yeah, he like skips it up and then like kind of swallows it like a bird.
Eat it like a pelican.
And he goes, "Yeah, Macra, it's good to see you again." And then you hear, "I don't know what I've been told." And down the road.
Yep, and I'll direct them towards the towards the place where I was told our new residence would be.
Of course. Right.
You're
so,
looking a lot better Wave Cleaver, I must say.
Well, why? What do you mean? Is it because I have not had a crew for a total of 3 days, and it only took me...
No, I was on about more the poisoning and shit, but yeah, I guess having a crew would make you feel better as well, to be fair.
Yeah. A little bit of rest. And he just begins giving pancakes out to Abrax as well, who's, delicious. Begins eating them too. Yeah, although there's a bit of dried vomit down Wave Cleaver's chest, and he just seems to look at it, sniff it, and then just kind of turn the kind of like tabard inside out, and then put it back on.
Resourceful. I like it.
Alright, so as the crew arrives, they do intermingle. There's Grildar. Two people catch your eye. An Asian with kind of like... Picture Jaime Lannister. That's what I said last week. Like an olive-skinned Jaime Lannister with a rapier in his hand. And he's like, "Alright, men. We sail off before the week's end. I will be your inspiration. Look at this jawline." And as he does that, you see Chester come out and go, "Did I hear jawline?" Just as walks over to the crew. However, there is one guy in a hood, like a very deep kind of wizard's robes and a hood brought up. And as you see his like sleeves dangle all over his palms, and he's got a stave in one hand that you can't even see the hands. And he seems to go straight into the shade and sit down and just eye everyone warily.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just looking around. That's it. So the crew's arrived. Yep. Some of them have brought bedrolls and tents and are just setting stuff up in your front garden.
Well, in the front garden of the residence.
No, the Ironblood estate.
Oh yeah, no, that's not happening.
Okay, yeah, George is like, "Yo, follow us!" Alright, so you go down the road. It's probably further down in the Indalai Valley where you reach this orchard, and there is a small but spacious estate of sandstone kind of buildings. It's got a second level as well with a roof with awnings spread all across it. And as you approach, there is a guard, a hound guard, and he walks forward and goes, "Master Ironblood, This is the God King's establishment for you.
It will serve.
He nods, and that's when the men just pile around you and begin walking in.
Mhm.
Alright.
And then immediately as they walk in, I will 180 and walk out.
Okay, fair enough.
And I am going to search the city for a very specific magical item.
Alright.
I'll
Okay.
whisper you what it is.
Alrighty. Okay, so Lantix. On the third day, you've had your research, you've had your... Everything's done.
Yep. No one came to find me, so they're
Well,
either back at the thing or dead. So
In the
I'll
morning-
hunt for the Fulmer and head towards the Ironblood
Okay.
residence.
As you go to leave the university, the clerk with the big moustache says, "Oh, the dwarf was here for you."
The dwarf, young Master Ironblood, was it?
Yes, indeed. He came here yesterday evening.
Did he leave a message at all?
He was just looking for you. I told him that you were gone doing research, like I was told.
Very well, thank you.
He nods.
I'll potter along to the Ironblood residence.
Alright. Okay, and the rest of you, you will go into the new residence.
No, Grandad's just eating copious amounts of pancakes.
Yeah, okay. Randall seems to be in higher spirits now that he's got like more people in the house to look after. Like he's just continuously cooking pancakes for the kids and you, and he's like, "May I make you more food?"
Oh, sure, and you can tell me everything you know about this Lady Obsidian, because I sort of accepted a contract to kill her.
Well, I don't know anything about any Lady Obsidian, but I do know how to make blackberry pancakes, and we should call them Lady Obsidians.
Do you want to hire on my boat?
He looks at you and says, "No, Gwendef, I'm not quite sure what you're."
Not even remotely.
What do they pay you?
They don't. I'm an indentured. Look, I've served this family for a long time.
If you ever want to make pancakes for someone else, you know. I'm sort of a famous dragon hunter.
I see. Well, I've never heard of you.
Well, I've never hunted a dragon before.
And that's when in the background Chester goes, "But you have heard of me, Randall." And he says, "Of course, Chester."
Do you have something to throw at him?
A chair, perhaps.
I'm really good at that.
And Vixu goes, "Yeah! Throw a chair at Chester Day." And as Chester goes to sit down, she kicks away the chair and he kind of and falls back. He goes, "Not funny, children!" And he looks around, takes another chair, sits down, begins eating breakfast. Vixu's like, hey Gwendef,
Yes.
do you want to buy this? And she pulls out a scroll from inside her like jacket.
Are you not mad at me anymore?
Kind of. But do you want
But
to
he's
buy this?
palm off these goods.
What kind of scroll is it?
A magical one.
Can't you just at least lie to me? Why would I buy a random scroll?
Well, I stole it from a marketplace.
Well, you shouldn't steal. Did your dad not teach you that?
Yeah, but he didn't get the scroll. He got everything else.
I mean, I can't really complain about your education because I guess I killed like half of your possible educators. But
Her eyes narrow completely, and do you see her hand stroke like the small knife at her side?
you wouldn't want to
Well, I
stab
have a
me
knife.
after I've eaten pancakes because I'm full of blueberries. I just blueberry all over you.
Ixu just narrows and goes, "Right, I'm going to keep the scroll. You're going to get the hell away from me."
If this was second edition, she'd be like a 5th level rogue already. Because didn't you get XP for the amount of stuff that you nicked?
Randall, is there a second room I can eat pancakes in? I killed these children's mother.
That Mimu begins to cry.
I point at him. Is there a second dinner room?
Randall then steps up to you and says, "It would be prudent if you left, Gwendef."
That's fair enough. Grandad just packs a bunch of pancakes and skedaddles off.
He does issue out and says, "And you're not welcome here again."
I mean, that's fair. I have a boat now.
And he closes the door. You're left in the front garden.
Grandad just eats her pancakes and waddles off, but Chester gets to stay.
Alright, so I'd say like early mid-morning, you guys all meet up, including Lantix, who you guys haven't seen in like 3 days. He comes waddling up towards the Ironblood estate, is told where they are, so I'm assuming that you guys would, Lantix, you would then go to the estate where you think everyone is.
I would.
Okay, so yeah, and as you approach Atlantics, there are dozens of people setting up tents, bedrolls, you see, and they all look to be a bit of a rowdy Bretonian bunch. There are a few Nerians, and there's a single Nasian going, like standing on like a platform, giving an inspiring speech. You do see Gwendef, Makra, and Grildar's currently not present.
Hello all.
I got kicked out of the estate.
This one?
No, the other one. The one with the pancakes.
Ah. Is Grildar around?
I haven't seen him since we woke up drunk on his lawn.
Marvelous.
Are you caught up yet? Do you know everything?
I haven't the foggiest. I do have some information of my own, though, which is why I would rather like to see everyone.
Do you want the information before we meet everyone, or...?
Let's wait.
Okay, do you want pancakes?
No, I don't think now is really the suitable time for pancakes. I'm going to find young Master Ironblood.
Pancakes. Every time is the time for pancakes.
Fine, I'll have half a pancake.
I give him half a pancake.
He just stuffs the whole thing in his mouth and waddles off.
And then I join the handsome pirate in singing pirate songs. Well, he's certainly popular with Gwendeth. Hi, how are you doing?
Sorry, I had myself muted then, actually. He says, I'm doing very well. What do you do with the drunken sailor? Hey, Gwendef, I say you stick him in the brig.
I think you feed him pancakes. That's what Randall did before he kicked me out of the mansion. Did you get everyone here?
I did. All 33 of them, plus Frank over there. You see Frank with his hoods sitting underneath the tree.
Did we hire that many? I'm kind of blacked out after like 15.
You did. And you promised us all parts and money.
Oh yeah, that does sound like me. I do promise a lot of money when I'm drunk. That's fine. We'll make a lot of money.
Ah.
We have this really smart gnome. He'll figure it out. He was at this university over in the north.
Can you point me towards this intelligent gnome?
He just left in that direction.
Aha, well I am not moving that way. I will wait here. With my crew, of course.
Yes.
And he looks around to all the rowdy men and he says, I have bought us all a cask of ale to sup on this warm day. And clicks his fingers and you see some of the crew bring out a massive cask of ale and he says, look at this beautiful establishment we've been given by Gwendef, our new captain. And George goes, hey, I'm your captain. And he goes,
That is true. George does all the captain stuff. I just shoot dragons.
yeah, are you his wife?
What?
Well, you came as a... He goes, you came as a pair last night, so I just assumed that you two were married.
Oh, not yet.
George goes, wait, what? Just looks towards you.
He's also not really my type. I don't go for the green ones. No offense, George.
Yar.
Some take.
Alright, so, Lantix, where are you going?
I'm asking around if anyone's in Grildar.
Alright, so we'll go over to Grildar. So, Grildar, you know you've got a contact in the Seaport Market.
Yep.
And as you approach his store, gaudy, garish, full of colour. It's a motley of colour as you approach.
Mm-hmm.
As you open the door, ding-ding, very packed, very narrow, but very long. And you hear Gwandia go, is that Master Ironblood I see?
It is.
Ah, welcome to the shop. You know, since your friends come by, I've managed to replicate several of those needler guns.
Yes, I'm sure that will be handy at some point. Thank you.
What can I do you? What can I do you for?
Well, I'm going to need some peace and quiet, quite literally.
Well, I got a back room.
Mobile, preferably.
Ah, mobile silence, I see. How about a scroll?
No, more for like everyday casual use.
He strokes his like long, very very manic, he's got manicure fingers, very trim beard, comes out very long, and he strokes it. How about something simple? I mean, you don't need to come to me for a bit of beeswax to stick in your ear.
No, trust me, that's not going to do the job.
You're trying to stop the voice of Chester, aren't you? I knew it! I knew it. I don't have anything readily on hand, of course. But I can make something.
How long do you think that would take?
Something simple as earplugs of silence. 2 days? 3, max tops. Depends if I get a big order. I got a new thing in if you're interested. This is a good one.
What's that?
And he disappears behind the beaded curtains, comes back out. As he goes through the beaded curtains, his turban's nearly knocked off. And he goes, oh shit, puts it back on, comes back out, and he's got what looks like 8 lacquered plates on top of one another with what looks like gold chains attached.
Plates like dinner plates.
Yeah, they're about the size of them, but they're not shaped. They're like square, or some of them are like kind of diamond shaped. And he puts them down, lays them across the table, and you see that they've all got like hooks. And he says, "This, my friend, is a portable magic circle."
Yeah, I think you're well aware that I don't do that kind of magic, yeah?
Well, are you sure? Because all you got to do, it takes about a minute to set up. You set it up in a circle around yourself, and you got yourself a magic circle. You know, fiends, celestials, fae, they just can't get in. And you're safe inside.
Right, well, currently I'm worried about 2 things. One is the voice of Chester, and 2 is the voice of that idiot they recruited.
What idiot did they recruit?
Never mind.
Aha, okay, so the silence, butt plugs, earplugs.
Earplugs, preferably, yes.
Got it.
Silence butt plug.
Oh, I hear thunder. No, that was meant to be Liam. Oh, I hear thunder. That was loud! Holy crap!
Should have had one of those silence butt plugs. You wouldn't have heard the thunder.
Anything else I could do you for? I got potions, scrolls.
If you could do it in 2 days, that'd be wonderful. And how much do you think it's going to
something as simple as that? 100 gold. I will warn you though, they won't last forever. Like, the magic will be hour tops.
At a time?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You sure?
Yeah,
I could have them recharge at dawn, of course.
that'll do.
Not. Says if you want it to last longer, it's going to take longer, be more expensive.
Yeah, no, 2 days is good. I'm leaving in 3.
Oh, you're leaving in 3. Oh, where you going? Going on holiday somewhere sunny?
Yeah, kind of.
What could
Going
be
on
more sunny than the Empire?
A sailing trip.
A sailing trip. Ooh. It's been a while since I've spoke to some seamen.
Chuckle again. That's funny. Yeah, obviously he's making double entendres. And,
He's completely straight-faced. He just goes... No, because there used to be this one guy that came along, and he'd always want a magical cleaver, but last I heard he left. Said he got beaten up by some bugbear and had to leave.
I think I probably know him. Wave Cleaver?
No, not Wave Cleaver. Wave Cleaver's friend. What was his name?
Oh, yeah, that guy.
What was his name?
Mm.
Quite on here, I did write it down.
Well, is there anything else you want me to look out for while I'm out? Anything you want me to bring back?
Oh, you know what I really could do with?
Ralph.
I'm always after powdered gems.
Very well.
For enchantments, you can't go wrong.
I see now. I'll keep that in mind.
He nods, winks at you and says, "Of course. Send any of your friends this way if they've got any more cash, you know? What about that Chester guy? He's always a big spender."
When I need a bit of silence, I'll send him your way for sure.
Ooh, what if I accidentally sell him, like, something that curses him with silence every now and then? Would you pay me for that?
No, he's actually kind of useful when he talks. Sad as I am to say that.
He's one of those, is he?
Yeah, afraid so.
Oh, and at that moment, Lantix, you've found your way towards the seaport market where you know Grildor has been. and you walk through the door.
Is this Guandia who's talking to at the moment?
Yeah, Guandir, yeah.
Guandia.
Ah, Gwilda.
I'll look around and be a bit surprised. Atlantics? Where have you been?
We need to talk. Would you come with me?
Yes, I dare say we do. So make it 110 and make it a priority if you could. I'll be back in 2 days. Did you get shut there?
Sorry, what was that? I was too busy trying to read up something about Guandia. What was that?
So I told him, make it 110 and make it a priority, please.
Of course.
And I'll be back in 2 days.
2 days, got it.
Thank you.
Alright, and so Lantix, is there anything you need here? Have you guys caught up? I didn't.
We caught up and we left.
Alright, cool. Alright.
So, what happened? It's just you missing and you missing. I was worried.
Well, in regards to the Shida, I fear the worst. She, I believe, to have perished.
By what cause, do you know?
At the hands of the vampires.
I see.
Of which I do have news of, but it should wait for everyone.
Sorry for your loss, then.
Thank you. But please, if
Very
we can
well.
hurry, there is other news, graver news.
And I'll pick up the pace.
Alright, so you guys head back to the estate where Gwendef, all the men, I'm assuming, and Makra are currently milling around. So Makra, I'm assuming you're inundating yourself with this new crew.
Yeah. Well, first, what was the last thing that we did last session? That's what I was trying to say earlier when I was muted. What was the very last thing we did? Was it when I was disciplining my children?
Yes, you went back to the estate to stay with Grildar, but then we went over to Gwendef, who was doing her thing in the pub.
Yeah, that was the last thing in the episode, at least.
Yep.
Sweet. I guess it's just introducing myself to the crew and stuff like that, getting a feel for them, see which ones would be suitable for certain tasks. I've worked on the docks before, so I've got a vague idea, and then I've been on ships, or mainly when I've been transported. I've not really worked on them, but I've got a vague idea how they work, at least anyway.
Yeah, okay, so just make an intelligence check.
Not for me.
No, like it's an investigation check, but it's not going to be a high DC.
Yeah, it's the same as intelligence anyway, so.
Okay, cool. Alright, so you're walking around. You notice that, of course, Nathaniel, the Asian guy with his swept back, beautiful thick hair and his cape and his rapier and his, like, inspirational speeches. And he goes, "Pleasure to meet you, Makra, of course," and goes to give you a warrior's handshake, but you realise he's got pindly arms and you could probably just crush him. Even though he's giving it the big and just keeps squeezing your forearm, and he goes, and then just kind of moves his hand away and says, "I've heard a lot about you. Gwendef in her cups last night was telling me all about you, how you're a big, strong bugbear man that likes to beat people to death with a hammer."
Pretty accurate, to be fair.
It sounds accurate.
So,
now that I'm looking at you.
what are you doing on a ship at any capacity?
I am an inspirational word, and also, and he kind of like points towards his rapier, an expert swordsman from the broken country of Nasia.
Oh, Chester's going to love you.
Aha.
Oh, actually, you might be good competition for him, actually.
I've heard of Chester. Alas, he is a bard, a troubadour, a travelling musician, a man of many talents with his tongue, no? Well, I am only talents with hard steel.
Yeah, I doubt that somehow, but yeah.
Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah, we will. Have fun.
They will be, and, yeah, as you're looking up, he's like, they'll be blinded by my steel, charmed by my charisma.
Yeah, he wants far too much attention. That's why.
Just so you guys know, this will make Ollie laugh. I've actually made him the class that Colin was, the charismatic fighter. That when he's hit, he can like, aha, just charm people for a round. That guy. Okay, and you also meet the hooded guy, Makra, from a distance. He just seems to be swaddled in clothing. He has a stave on in his hand at all times, even though you can't see his hands beneath the robes. And you keep looking around, occasionally you see a slight yellow glow beneath his hood.
Yeah, the last time that I had anything to do associated with someone was fully wrapped up, it didn't end particularly well.
Mm-hmm.
What's the crack, mate?
He goes, "Hello." He stands.
You're a talkative one.
And he's very tall. not as tall as you, maybe a couple of inches smaller, but just tall and thin. And he just goes, I'm Frank.
Hi, Frank. Who and what are you?
I'm a magic caster.
I'm a magician.
Yes, I specialize in long distance ship warfare.
Oh, fuck me. You're very apt on our boat then.
And he leans in and he says, I am not going to be judged, am I?
You do realise you're talking to a 6'7" hunk of pretty much sphere of maybe 2-3 generations ago, completely savage.
Okay, so he moves the sleeves back and you see normal human hands, pale, and then he goes, and as he reaches out to touch you, you feel something very strange across your arm as he goes to shake your hand, like suckers, tentacles reaching up your arm even though you can't see them. And he says, I'm under the effect of a disguised self spell. I'm a deep one, and I do not wish these folk to know that yet. Not at least till we're out to sea.
That is...
I am from Atlantia. I look strange to you folks.
Fish? Right.
Kind of.
Oh, you don't want to piss me off. I'm really partial to sushi, actually. Alright, welcome aboard.
He takes it, like, you tell this guy takes everything seriously. He takes a step back straight from you and he's like, please don't eat me.
Oh, don't piss me off then.
No, because, like, Curtis, just so you know, you would know this, that Nereans do in fact hunt down deep ones and grind parts of their bones and organs up for medicine.
Oh, nice. I've probably eaten a Nerean at some point. Well, no, I've always eaten it. I've probably definitely eaten a Nerean, but I might have eaten a deep one as well.
A Nerean is what you are, so you probably
Yeah,
have
definitely eat one of them at some point. Oh yeah, I might have eaten a deep one.
You've kind of met the two important kind of like more interesting figures.
There are lieutenants. And
yeah, Frank and Nathaniel.
Yeah.
I am teaching all of them Dwarvish Dragon Slayer songs.
Nice, yeah, and they're taking well to it.
The song Gwendeth is teaching them basically only as the lines Green Dragon dead, Blue Dragon dead, and it goes like that through all dragons. And then it ends at Black Dragon.
Dead.
It ends at Black Dragon dead, dead, dead.
I like it. And they take well to it, especially the Black Dragon part. They're like, Black Dragon, dead, dead, dead. And Nathaniel goes, it doesn't even rhyme. Gwendeth.
No Dwarvish songs rhyme.
Ah, very dwarvish of you. Of course. Hey, there's your friends. And he points his rapier out towards Lantix and Grilda, who are now currently approaching, with Chester not far behind. What looks like he's running, but you don't know why. He's just running to catch up.
Makra, I think we have to have a party huddle.
A huddle? Alright.
Okay,
Greetings.
so... Yeah.
Shall we go inside?
Yes, afraid we have to.
Yeah, okay, so as you walk inside, it's a very spacious and airy atmosphere, without furniture, of course. There is the basics, there's some chairs and tables all in the corner for you to organise, a wooden bench, and there's also a fountain in the garden for you guys to drink pure water from. Pardon me.
Nice.
And there's an upstairs with several different bedrooms and pillows stretched all across certain floors for you to sleep on.
I'll leave the 3 automata outside to guard the entrance.
Yeah. Beep, beep, boop. And all the sailors are, oh! There's some
Keep them out.
Nathaniel goes, it's some sort of Bretonian sorcery. Next, you see, there'll be spitting steam, I bet you.
Yeah,
That's Nathaniel. I like that one.
I am very likable.
Before I begin, what's happened in the last few days? I see we have this place and men.
Yes, so...
It's not just men. Some of the sailors are women.
But they're
This is
collectively known as men, because they're men and we're men.
Got it.
This is an equal opportunity endeavor.
Well, no, it's not. If the women are shit, well, I guess it's equal opportunity. Yeah, if the distance. Yeah.
And chill men too. What?
Yeah.
I mean, they're all a
Yeah.
mixture of different races as well. You've also got a Triton, which will come in handy.
Well, what's happened pretty much is, you remember we blew the hole in the ship.
I do recall.
We were then, well, I sent for the cavalry, so to say. They arrived. Things were sorted. Properties were returned to its rightful owners. We were rewarded with a ship and this establishment that Just had planned on buying has been upgraded to where we're currently standing. And now I'll make sure that there's no one in earshot at this point.
It is just
for...
you guys, including Chester, who's in the kitchen, and you hear him going dirty, 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 just like flicking his
Get
finger.
in here.
Of course, I'm coming, but I'm too frustrated by that Nathaniel man outside stealing all of my charisma.
Yeah, speak here, but be quiet.
Of course.
He's dreamy, isn't he?
He's basically muscular me's.
100% improved.
Aside from Gwyneth obviously having some fire in her loins, we...
God, that just made it sound so... Oh.
I mean, if he's attractive enough, sure.
We have the issue of the God King intending to wipe the Thebans off the map for the simple fact that they displease him.
That's interesting to hear.
We have the God King interested in finding Macra's daughter's, well, teacher-to-be.
That's also very interesting.
And then killing her. And, well, we have a sailing trip to go on.
To Port Phobos, hopefully?
Out of here, first of all, with the children. And then, yes, under this guise, we will sail from here.
Good. Any more?
Under disguise?
Under this guise.
Yeah, okay, that was it. Saying you ain't disguising the ship. But it's going to be pretty obvious that it was us sailing off on it.
Yeah, no, we needed like a good reason, so that was the guise.
That makes sense.
I believe those are the most selling points. Ah, yes, and I believe there was something about Medusa, was that right, Gwyneth?
Oh yeah, I accepted a quest to kill a lady Obsidian. I don't know her. She's apparently in the sewers.
I'll just like look over at Lantix and just like raise an eyebrow. Like...
Right.
Who gave you this contract?
Oh, the new owner of that pub I frequent?
Which pub and who?
He looks at map.
I do look up.
I can tell you if you want.
The Bastard's Blade.
That's it.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. The Medusa was the previous owner. So the new owner instead. Who's the new owner?
Some really creepy dude that wouldn't show me his face or touch me.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Wrapped in bandages?
Well, sure, yeah, there were some. Look, I cleared it up with Wave Cleaver, and he told me this AOK Lady Medusa is a bad woman.
Yeah,
So-
Medusa's a dickhead, but I think your new boss is equally as big of a dickhead.
Well, if we get a quest to kill him too, that'd be, double dipping.
The loyalties, yo.
Well, obviously, it'd have to be someone else other than the Medusa to give us that job, because then we'd obviously have to kill her first, give him the reward, get the money, kill him, give someone else his head. Do you know anyone that wants him dead?
I
No.
particularly want him dead. I just don't really want to deal with him, to be honest.
Well,
Probably not happy with us either.
I'll do the dealing with them. You just help me get the head. We'll be good. It's 500 gold pieces. That's like 100 for everyone.
Perhaps no dealing and maybe more of just the sailing.
Well, that's in 2 days. We have to. That's enough time to kill a Medusa.
And I think that Medusa, the world would be a better place if we were removed here from this world. Yeah, I'll help you kill the Medusa. Anyone in?
No.
No.
Well, if we have time to kill, then we might as well.
Use it to do some killing. Cool.
Do you have other pressing matters to attend to, Antics?
Potentially. Well, let me first begin with the information.
Yeah.
At this moment in time, I believe Sashida to be dead. Killed by the vampires that came after us.
Yeah, I think I might have experienced that, and now you say it.
Yes. But I do have some information on that. I have learned the head of the vampires. A man by the name of Havorta.
For me, that's a bit stereotypical, isn't it?
Havorta? Stereotypical in what way?
Just all the old kind of sound like that. I was expecting something like Vlad or something like that. It's around about that.
Well, I do know him to be rather ancient and powerful. So he's an enemy best avoided at this stage.
Yeah, hence the ship to gain mass powers. Bloody these lads up, and then we go vampire hunting.
Yes.
Or dragon hunting, wherever comes first.
Difficult. Furthermore, I also believe he's also merely just an agent. He works for a higher power.
The fuck's... Well, he works directly under the God King.
A far higher power.
Such
Well, that would be difficult for me to explain at the moment. I need time to comprehend it myself and relay it in a way that you would understand.
I see.
So more
But I will endeavour.
The God King.
Potentially.
Like an actual god?
In some semblances, I could see them being viewed in such a way.
Huh. Yes.
And secondly, the graver of the news, if that wasn't enough. And this ties in with what you were saying with regards to the God King and Thebo. What do you know of this Fey rebellion? Or Fey cult?
Not much, to be fair. And I'll just explain what we've discovered about the Seaborn Rebellion.
Yep. So yeah, you explain what you know about the Phoeboa Rebellion and the Fey cult, the cult of the Fey Father. Two separate things.
Or are they?
So what do I learn, if anything, about the cult of the Fey Father?
Like what we found out in the House of Answers. It's just that you mentioned the rebellion, and I think Arne got confused with the Phoeboan Rebellion.
Yeah, that's because I also got confused.
Yeah.
I just wondered if they gave me any more information I didn't know.
No, so Grildar just knows that they appeared a couple of years back. They started spouting their religious nonsense, but some people were taken up by it. The fact that they don't have to deal with this poverty that the Empire's forced upon them. A lot of the outer villages and hamlets and cities are more inclined to take on the Fey cult religion. But in the city, they've got a minor presence. The only problem is that you know about Grildar is Hadar, the Royal Herald, is obviously a powerful member of the cult. She's got the classic blindfold, stag horns look to her, but she's much younger. But you got a sense of real power from her when you you like real kind of authority. The way the God King kind of like doted on her, like she was his own daughter.
So you've got this massive religion that wants to destroy the God King's empire, but then the God King speak as the main proponent for it.
That seems to be my understanding.
Politics hurt my head.
Yes.
I'm
We
with
just
you,
go kill the
brother.
Medusa.
I'm with
Well,
you. Yeah.
There is more to this. The God King, obviously, he has issue with Thebo. And he has a weapon, which he may intend to use on them. But the Fae Father people, I believe they may have found it and have either tampered with it or potentially have plans to use it for themselves. Now, I need to try and explain the gravity of such a thing. You're all warriors, of course. If you could picture every death you've ever witnessed in the field of battle, and then imagine a weapon that could destroy orders of magnitude more in seconds.
That's what the God King said it would be like.
This is the power that he has. This weapon.
Can we prevent this somehow?
Potentially, if we could find the location. I have been doing some research, but it's proved fairly fruitless so far.
It's a physical device then?
It is. The only lead I have is it is, I believe at the moment, located in the city.
I see. Regardless, I feel like we should take a little bit of time to make ourselves unseen.
I agree. I also believe Port Phobos can't come soon enough. We need information from the seer. She will know of this, I believe.
Very well. Then, short term, to make us look like we're still busy, because I'm sure someone has eyes on us, deal with this Medusa and the Bastat's Blade. Or for the Bastat's Blade. What was it, Gwyneth? Sorry, more important things in my mind.
Well, nothing. I spazzed out for a second while you were talking about politics and genocide.
Never mind. We'll deal with that later. So, my suggestion then, Andy, is we'll deal with this first. Distraction for ourselves and distraction for whoever's watching us. And then, once this is done, we have 1 day to spare to prepare.
Cool.
Head out.
So like a burger dragon.
Very well.
I feel like bringing this up after this, discussion of gigantic magnitude. But I'm not allowed in your mansion anymore, Grilda, and I hope you can fix that.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I made Macro's children cry.
Okay, children cry.
And your butler kicked me out.
Yeah, because you were being, drunk.
Well, no, because, I told the children about how I killed their mother again.
Yeah, he'll let you back in if you're nice.
I'm always nice.
Yeah, maybe
Except when you're not.
Chester, who was looking out the window, goes, we've got visitors, friends. And he goes, these two. And oh no. And you see Chester go, uh-oh, it's him. And Darioso comes striding through the main gate with a huge two-handed runic sword on his back. And then he looks behind him, and Vivian Buckhorn, the tiefling with the sideburns and the red flop Mohican and her massive iron gauntlets in her hands, walks in and looks around, and she goes, ha ha ha. Oh, they've got a weird crew going on here. And you hear Nathaniel go, aha, welcome Darioso and friend, come on in. And he walks over and says, we're looking for Grildar and Co. And he goes, I believe they're making plans in the war room. Let me show you, of course. And leads them over. And Chester goes, this guy's a fraud. And the door knocks. Nathaniel says, you have visitors, Captain.
In.
And he opens the door, and Arioso ducks just like Macro did to get into the establishment, and he stands there looking really uncomfortable in the house. And Vivian Buckhorn walks in.
Darioso!
Gwendeth!
The dwarven house, it'd have massive doorways, like bigger
Well,
than
no, he's remember, Darioso's like 7 foot tall. He's the same.
Yeah, but I imagine
you.
because it's a dwarven house, they like everything big.
It's not actually a dwarven house.
Not then.
It's a normal. Darioso's like, Gwendeth! And comes over and gives you a bit of a hug and says, sorry. And you see Vivian's given him this look as she just strokes her horns awkwardly.
They always give me that look as well.
We've been sent here, says Vivian, and Gariosa says, yeah. Amelie said that we should join your crew. Help take Mimu to Port Phobos, being that we're here for that.
Oh, that's perfect. We basically take everyone.
Gariosa says, oh, is it as easy as that?
I have no recruitment criteria.
Yeah, Vivian shakes her head and has her arms folded and goes, and Dariosa says, this one didn't really want to come, but you see, whereas I'm the guardian of Amelie, and Amelie's the guardian of Mimu. And then Vivian goes, yes, you're the guardian of me. I have to be where you are. And he goes, yeah, indeed. So, what happened? Me and Vivi here?
Our boat is the safest place in the city. I think. I've not seen it.
I'll have to give you a pre-warning, though. And he kind of like jabs Vivian jokingly in the arm. She kind of like, get off of me. Because this one's a little feisty. You're going to want that on a ship.
Ah, cool. John can kill a
Medusa.
Vivian says, no thanks.
Well,
she's not that feisty, is she?
Yeah, Darioso says, should get to the crew, introduce myself.
Oh, you should talk to Nathaniel. He's amazing.
You mean that one out there?
Yeah.
You mean the Nation?
He's so dreamy, isn't he?
You didn't know that Darioso's Nation, but he's kind of like reinvented himself as an Atlantean. But he goes, yeah, I don't trust my people.
I didn't say I trust him. But he's really dreamy.
Is he, though? And Chester goes, he is not!
Look, he's like Chester, except more sexy.
More.
Vivian walks past you all, selects a cushion, throws it in the corner, and just slumps into it.
Right.
Good luck on your snake hunting.
Yeah. On that note, where's the Medusa, and how do we kill a Medusa?
As a little bit
How
of
do we not get killed by a Medusa? 3.
Well, I assume you shoot it in the head.
Do I know anything about Medusa?
Mm.
Or Medusae?
Make
Or
me...
Medusas.
I don't know what the plural would be. Make me an intelligence check.
I think it's Medusa with an E at the end.
Medusa?
Yeah.
Medusa.
Feels like it would be Medusae.
Okay, so yeah, you know all the basics, but Lady Obsidian to you was a bit of an enigma, Lantix. First of all, she didn't turn people to stone. She had a peculiar ability where her stare turned people into obsidian rather than...
Well, no shit, Lantix. We figured that bit out.
But I'm not finished, Macro. If you would like to fucking let me find a character sheet so that I can tell him more. She is a specific type of... not Medusa. She's known as a Gorgon. The Medusa wasn't a specific... Lord of the Medusa, like Lord of the Gorgons. She was like she's one of their deities, basically. However, she is a minor Gorgon. She has, and you also realise when you were in there, she was some sort of sorcerer. She had an arcane focus around her neck. So she didn't just seem to be a bit of a she had claws and she had bites, obviously, and snake hair, the usual. But you also noticed that she was definitely a spellcaster of some sort.
I'm afraid that's all I have to offer.
Well, that's enough.
So they get on well with tieflings. Why can't this one come?
Because I don't want to come. And she brings up a middle finger, like a big metallic middle finger at you.
You better be mates with them, though.
I'm friends with a Medusa, a Gorgon, because I'm tiefling.
That's a bit racist, Macron.
Anyway, I'm half tiefling.
Stereotypes exist for a reason. My daughter's literally a kleptomaniac. Like, this shit happens.
Oh, she tried to peddle a scroll she stole to me.
Huh.
I didn't buy it. I don't know if you wanted me to buy it.
It just encourages her. Right, where is she then?
In the sewers.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, you guys know that you've got an entrance. Gwendef found an entrance to the sewers, like.
And we know where the sewers
2 weeks
are.
ago.
And I'm the best tracker around, so
Do
there'll
you
be
know
no
roughly
problem.
where in the sewers? Because isn't it going to be like several hundred miles long down there?
I'll just pick up the snake trail.
Oh,
In
it's
the
just-
sewers.
Yeah.
In the sewers.
You know, the ones that are full of water constantly running.
Alright, so.
We'll just figure it out once we get there.
Yeah, last time you guys went to Hekha, and there was a trapdoor that led down into the sewers in the woods.
Is there like sewer workers any of you guys know?
I actually know a guy.
Okay, so yeah, basic information. There aren't a lot of sewers in Mokhul. In fact, the sewers are standalone areas in certain edges, like of the Mokhul. They're not very. They're not the. There aren't any in the inner city or anything like that. They're old kind of underground establishments that was used to dispose of alchemical waste.
Oh, that greatly reduces the amount of sewer space we have to search.
Mostly, yeah. It's you can normally find some sort of sewers around areas like the House of Answers in Hekhar, where there's an alchemist lab, things like that.
And do you know roughly which one it is?
Do I?
No, you don't. You weren't told.
Did you not ask?
Well, I was drunk. I'll go back there right now and I'll ask.
Alright, Grildor, you'll know someone from the city that knows about the sewers. If you don't know yourself, like which is going to be the most one she's most likely hiding out at?
Well, I have very little experience with the sewers. It's not exactly a place with a lot of military activity.
I thought there'd always be bandits and bad guys hiding out in them.
No, that's back when you guys went down there last.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, as mentioned, that's not how the sewers normally function. Normally they are there as a utilitarian place. People don't generally venture down there. There's more places to engage in that sort of activity, as you well know.
So you definitely don't know a guy. I wish I could link this thing to you.
Do you want to like know a guy? You can do it, Macro.
I guess I could. I'll give it a go. Yeah, I'll use an experience point on it.
An inspiration
And I'll
point.
just wrap my brain. I'm like,
I haven't given you guys any more inspiration points because you've basically hoarded them.
yeah.
You
I've got three.
you can't get any more, so you're not using them.
I don't have any.
Yeah, because you used yours. Yeah, you did. Okay, so
Yeah, and the Colosseum like
Right,
10
I'll just
seconds
use the
ago.
inspiration point. Let's go.
all right, you
I think I know a guy.
all right. So you know a guy, right?
I know a guy. Do I need to do a charisma roll? What do we say?
Yes,
the
you
rules
do
are?
need to go. You do need to do a charisma roll. Nice. You know a guy, a sewer worker, a half orc. Lives in Hekka. Bit of a drunk. Bit of a drunk. No, not that guy. It's not Barkabus. No, his name's Alfonso.
Alfonso. Ace.
You haven't seen him since the war. You haven't seen him since the Thebaran Rebellion.
He's a bit of a knob, and I'm pretty sure he lost his arm from the elbow down. But I think he had something to do with cleaning him out. Oh, we'll go ask him. You'll definitely want something from us.
So I'm assuming you'll get a carriage over to Hekka.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, anyway, I don't know if these are coming. Lantix, you changed your mind? Do you want to come Medusa Slain?
Well, there seems to be nothing else to do.
Sweet. What do we need to kill it? Wait, again, what did you say? Is there anything in particular we should get or need?
Not as far as I'm aware, no.
Alright. Anyway, we can stop dying from them. Anything that we need? Anything we can get from there? Any mysterious herb or something?
Shut your eyes. Piece of cloth.
Oh, fuck me.
A helmet with a visor.
Blind. Yeah, I'll just keep my eyes shut and get really pissed off. I'll hit something, won't I?
So you guys get a carriage, heading northward into Hekhar. You approach Alfonso's kind of squalid building. It's sandstone, seen better days, cracks all up the side. In fact, the door is just a crack up the wall, and you see that the door itself seems to be jarred with loads of trash. And as you walk up, he goes, "Huh? Who's there?"
It's me, Macro, you daft twat.
You see this one eye peer around the corner, and as he comes round, you hear tick, tick, tonk, tonk of like hollow wood. And he didn't just lose his arm, he lost both his legs as well, and he's walking along like that guy from Family Guy with 2 peg legs. And he just kind of stops and goes, Macro? I don't remember you.
Yeah, you do, you dick. What the fuck happened to you?
What do you mean what happened to me? I got trampled like everybody else. And he just kind of looks very skittish, and he says, you got gold?
Yeah, I've got gold.
You got gold?
Yeah, I've got gold.
Give me gold.
I need some information first.
What info?
Sewers. Where would be the most likely one for someone to be hanging out in?
Ooh, you want to hang out in the sewers?
I don't want to hang out. I want to find someone else.
You want to get high?
No.
You want some alchemical shit?
Stop.
Stop what?
Being you.
You stop being you. Shave your head.
I like my hair.
I'll give you the info if you give me your hair.
I'm not giving you my hair, you fraud.
But it's luscious. I want it.
I'll get you some fake hair.
No, I want your hair.
You're not having my hair.
I want your hair.
What about the vial of poison?
Just tell me what you want.
I'll take the vial of poison and 50 gold.
Vial of poison? What are you going to do with vial of poison?
Poison people.
I can't just give you more than you can get your own poison.
The vial of poison is worth 50 gold pieces, and we're only getting 500 out of this job. Just telling us where you want to go is not, worth 10%.
Where do you want to go in the sewers? Why do you want to go in the sewers? I could drop you down somewhere.
We want to kill Lady Obsidian.
That bitch, eh?
Yeah.
She came by 2 days ago.
Ah.
And she had 2 of these freaky deaky ladies with her.
Ah.
Oh, why? Can I have your hair? Can I have your hair?
I'll put 5 gold in my hand, hi. Anything else? I'll have 3 showing. I'll put 2 fingers on 2. Anything else you want to tell us?
Yeah, he goes, one moment. He disappears, comes back, and he's got a straight razor in his hand. He says, your hair.
We could, shave
Look
a bit
at my
of your
hand.
butt cheek. No one's gonna notice some hair on your butt cheek missing.
I don't want no butt cheek hair.
Butt cheek hair is the best one. No, gold, Luke.
He looks at the gold and the poison.
Yeah. No way.
I want
What,
the
5? 5 gold and the poison.
Yeah.
Well, that's a fair deal, Macron.
We haven't got any poison.
No, I have a vial of poison right here. They show my vial of poison.
Fuck me, I've got poison. How much is that worth?
I paid 50 gold pieces for it.
Well, then it's not worth it then, is it?
Well, I sort of bought it to poison the black dragon, but now after thinking about it a lot, I don't think that's gonna work, so...
That's when Alfonso's eyes narrow and he goes, Black Dragon? You know about it too?
Finally! No one in this town believes me that there's a black dragon. And I've told all the guards, and they're not doing anything about it.
It lives in stasis under the moonlit shield. Come on in, I'll show you. I saw it.
Sure.
Okay, so as you waddle in, Gwendolyn, he's got that classic scene with loads of different parchment with all wires heading to different parts all over the place, and he says, right, so the last time I saw it...
It's all strung together with bugbear hair.
No, he just goes, I saw it in the moonlit shield, because when I came back from the war, I had this job, right, cleaning parts, and I looked through this vent, and there it was, sleeping.
Actually, the dragon has since then taken up residence as Lady Greenridge.
No, it's not Lady Greenridge, she's beautiful. You're wrong.
I was so close. I was so close. No, sure, your theory is probably correct. So since I'm hunting the dragon, and this killing Lady Obsidian will lead me to the dragon, will you do it for just the 5 gold pieces?
Sure. 5 gold.
I hand in 5 gold.
And he leans out and he goes, none of you interested in the sleeping black dragon?
Very, but we're very tight for time.
Alright. And he kind of grabs his crutches and begins taking you guys south into the woods. He says,
I have told all of the guards about the Black Dragon, and they've not visited her at all or done anything. I'm just so confused about it.
Yeah, I love that Grildar's not going to give you peace and not let you know that the council know that she's a black dragon. Right, okay, so he takes you into the woods and he goes, right, guys, let me tell you, there are multiple entrances into the sewers here, right? So, which way do you want to go in? East, north, south, or west?
The one where if you think someone's hiding in, we'll be able to kill them easier.
Well, there's loads of people hiding in there.
Well, the specific person we are looking for.
Yes.
What?
Which is probably the scariest thing down there.
Right, well, if I... Oh, I know of an entrance. It's going to be smelly.
We're going into the sewers.
It's a fair point. Right, so there's this old alchemist lab, right? No one uses it anymore. And there's an entrance through the chute that leads down.
Right.
So if I took you there, you could go down the chute.
Can I sneak up on her and murder her from there?
Well, I don't know. I don't know where she is, do I?
Well, just visual map in your head.
Yeah.
With the little that there is left going on.
I don't know where Lady Obsidian is.
But where do you think she could be?
Anywhere. It's a sewer.
There's not any particularly cushy rooms in there.
Well, yeah, the alchemist place. That's what I'm saying. You go down the chute or the ladder, and you're in a lovely basement.
Right, yeah, that does sound pretty accurate. So we'll go down the chute. We'll sneak down the chute. No fun to be had. Then we murder her. Cracking.
Alright, and he goes to take you towards this dilapidated sort of building with boarded up windows. And that's where we're going to take a 5-minute break so I can go get some ice.
Can't fuck for that. I need a
Ice, baby.
Okay, so he points you towards this dilapidated building, this Alfonso, and he says, "There you go. Go on in there. Take the latch downstairs."
Thank you.
Well, obviously, no problem.
You and I, we both know what's going on in this town.
All right, so you guys walk in, and the door opens easily. There is a large, locked trap door in the far corner.
Alright.
Anyone?
Makara, do you want to go first? Should I go first?
I'll head in first, don't worry.
Yeah, I used to like going first, but he's just a lot better at going
Whoa.
first, as it turns out.
Wind tunnel.
Sorry, I moved my mic.
Someone maybe
Can you
wants
hear
to
it now?
Yes.
Can you hear it now?
Nope.
No. That's sound. I'll keep my microphone there. I moved it towards my face. I just need to move towards my
Wait.
microphone now.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yep.
No?
Nope.
So I just need to screenshot Curtis's face right now. It's frozen so good.
It's not frozen for me.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, guys. So yeah, trap door. Like I've it's the classic conundrum. D&D give you a door and everyone just freezes. They don't know what to do.
Oh no, I saw it go and open it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
you already
like I
said it's
said-
going down.
Yeah, like I got you to open it. I said it was locked. It looked padlocked.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, I'll just blast the padlock.
No! I'm trying to stop it. Try and fucking stop him just breaking and entering straight away. Can I stop you, or
Yeah,
roll
yeah,
an
if you-
ST,
if
see
you-
if I can stop you?
No, that's fine. If you shout something while I'm casting,
I don't want to be like dead obvious about it. I'm just like being discreet. I guess I'm right behind you. I'll just grab your shoulder before I see you casting it. Alright,
What's up, McGrath?
let's be slightly stealthy with this, yeah?
Well, this is pretty quiet, and I'll just flick the foresight around in my hand.
Alright, okay. I like hold the chain up for him and pull the chain tight so he can hit it, so it makes like a minimal noise, I guess.
Okay, yeah, all right. So yeah, it's an old rusted lock, and it just does come straight off at the moment you knock it.
Mm-hmm.
Sound. Right, and then then I actually think stuff. Actually, we'll go first. You hang back, like when we got the trolls, yeah.
All right, so there is a wooden ladder that leads down, and the ladder seems to be like a kind of an old varnish type ladder. It stays sturdy.
Yeah, Gwenda, if you go first.
That's nice.
Gwendeth goes first. She's not scared of anything.
All right,
So creepy.
all right, Gwenda, if you go climbing down,
I'm just like, shh.
and immediately what you notice is as you're climbing down, it's very webby, like very cobwebby, and you're getting like kind of it all over your legs, and you step down and you just see with your dark vision this kind of dirty basement area with stacks of old wood in the corner, and that's when you hear this faint sound.
If Gwenda
bring
managed to
the,
get down the ladder without it splintering into a million pieces, I'll be going down quietly after her as well.
Well, I'm hiding once I hear sounds. Oh yeah, right. I keep forgetting Gwendeth has disadvantage of this nonsense.
I
Why
warm
are
up
you not
high.
wearing stuff, you owe me, you fraud?
Does Gwendeth seem like the kind of person who, stealths a lot?
You're a dragon hunter. Fucking. Ugh.
She'll get half plate eventually.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna have to unlink those. How many?
Yeah, it's a bit awkward.
How many do you have?
3.
First of all, let me unlink them.
Fair, an 11's not even that bad, to be fair.
Let me get to you guys in a second. Are you all going down?
Yeah, it's the sneaky characters going first, and then I'm making Grildar come down last. I say sneaky characters, you've got fucking disadvantage over here. What armor is it you're wearing?
Oh, I think she's wearing scale mail.
Scale.
You've also got 3 clunky automata as well.
Yeah. Okay. So can everyone roll initiative?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I forgot. Yeah, stealth is shit. 3 clunky automatons. It's gonna happen.
But they might roll well, you never know.
Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, they're really loud.
Can we say that the automatons and fucking Grildar are coming down last then with that clunky bullshit, so we're kind of in position to be stealthy?
Sure. Well, you weren't exactly stealthy.
I haven't rolled my stealth check yet, and I said I was trying to be quiet. Let's see how good it is. I'm pretty stealthy.
The giant bugbear is the stealthiest party member.
I'm a fucking bugbear, man. Sneaky boy.
Okie dokie, so 1, 2, 3. We're waiting on 2 initiatives. So we're waiting for Curtis as usual.
Oh, I thought I pressed mine, sorry. Oh, I did. It's saying you're not holding a token, so it's not working, that's why. Can someone ping me on the map, please?
I did.
I'm
How
seeing
did you not
blackness.
see it?
I'm seeing darkness and darkness, so you may have not done me vision. I don't think you did me vision.
Oh yeah, speaking of vision, can you give the automata 60-foot blind sight?
Fuck's sake. There's like so much to fill in. Right. They have blind sight.
Yep.
So can everyone see?
No.
Yes.
Oh, ping me.
Yeah.
I'll be able-
I've given you sight, Macro.
Ping me.
You should see. I have pinged 3 times.
Now it's roll 20 being slow. Yeah, I can see now.
All right, now can we continue? All right, so first of all, they notice there is about 100 small creatures above and 1 big one. So, Gwendeth, your turn. Actually, no, Solinus. Sorry, Lantix.
All right. What do said creatures look like?
Can you see through the automatons?
No,
And then you don't. You can't see them.
I can't see them.
No.
Okay.
You can see a slight shadow above you. Let's just say this one of their stealth checks was ridiculously good.
All right. Well, I guess I'll hold an action to cast the hard light needle,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll issue a bonus action command to the automata to attack any that come in range of them,
Alrighty.
and to form a defensive perimeter.
Alright, so Grildar, your turn.
Yeah, so where exactly can I hear them?
Above you.
Just above.
Yeah,
Straight
it's
above.
like creaking of wood, and they just... You can see a shadow in the massive web above you.
Okay.
Where's Chester Decker?
He's not there. He's
I'll
back at the
step
mansion.
over here, and if at any point more than 2 are within a meter range of me, I'll cast Sword Burst.
Okay. If any more
Well-
than 2, yeah?
Yeah, oh sorry, if 2 or more. So at least 2.
Anything over 1.5 enemies. Like batting.
Alright,
1.5.
Mackie, it's your turn.
Am I in any... Where's Chester, sorry? Why is he not here?
He's back at the mansion.
Why did he not come, little fraud?
He's
it's just-
cleaning the cups.
yeah, Chester being fucking Chester. Did I get in any position to be stealthy before we were discovered, or I caught my pants down?
You can make the hide action now if you want.
No, I was just wondering if I was already hidden start battle. If not, I'm just going to be going mental, I assume. Right, so let's do a bit of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't see anything. I will attack anything that comes within range. Hold action. That's me done, I reckon.
Okie dokie. Alright, Gwendeth. I know, we can hear you crunching.
I can't hear him crunching.
Crunch, 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 crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
What the fuck are you eating?
Like, Twizzlers or something.
And now
Twiglets!
Okay. I'm going here,
Mhm.
and I'm holding an action to attack the first thing that I see with my bow.
Which is funny enough right now, as a mass of about 100 spiders falls upon you. You
Today's a
literally,
good day.
you literally walk straight into them. I'm gonna have to move you to the left so I can reveal it.
Oh, fuck.
So shoot along.
I shoot. Well, this is with disadvantage because they're right in front of me.
Mm-hmm. That's still ahead.
10.
Alright, so yeah, the arrows pierce straight through the cobwebs, and you begin fighting off these spiders. Alright, anything else?
Nope.
All right.
Can I, as a reaction, tell Macraw that he's an idiot for standing there?
Yep, I think that's a free action.
Yep.
An assumed action.
What about you, Lantix? Does your hard light needle go off?
If I see them, yeah.
You do see them.
Cool. Then 9 damage that way.
All right, and then they're going to get their attack off. Big. No, I don't believe they hit.
Nope.
Nope. So these things land upon you, begin biting, scratching, getting in your hair, down to your armor. None of them seem to have hurt. You're getting that itchy feeling, slight stinging, but nothing too bad. All right, and then 1 moment. It's not the end. Okay. The automatons you've given orders to.
Yeah. They just form up around me.
Right. And then this thing, this huge shadow, descends upon Macra. It falls, and there's a heavy thump next to you, Macra.
And then a heady thump as a big fuck off Titan Maul lands upon it.
Okie dokie.
I'm not raging, so let's take that off. Oh, I've got rid of the Berserker Axe. Get in.
Yep, you did.
Crack.
Alright, 1 moment. Let me read its thing. Okay, yeah, that's a hit.
I fucking hope so. 32.
What you do notice is as you hit it, the maul doesn't seem to be doing as much damage as you think it would. It's got a heavy carapace.
Shit.
Cracks across it, hurts it for sure, lets out like a screech and a squeal. And then it goes to attack you. What's your AC?
17.
Alright, so both bites miss. Shit.
Yeah, they do. Fucking braces of defense. I don't know why I fucking give me them, but I'm OP as shit now.
I didn't give them to you. You stole them from Lantic, not Lantix, Chester. Alright,
Don't know
so
why you give them the party. To be stolen.
Lantix, it's your turn.
Cool. Hard light needle in the corner.
Alright.
And I'll issue new order to the automatons to attack the big spider.
Alright. Kills the swarm of spiders, they begin to dissipate.
Cool.
Grilda.
Yep, seeing as how there's nothing else to it, I will first start the spider next to me. For a 15.
Is that the one in the middle, yeah?
Yep,
Yeah, the only one you can see. That's a miss.
on the 15.
Yep.
Okay. Is it particularly chitinous or dexterous? How does it avoid my attack?
At that point, it is definitely chitinous. Very, like, heavy carapace all over its body.
Okay. I'll move over here.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alright, Macro.
I'm gonna get... to rage or not to rage? I'll rage. I've got 4 a day. That's pretty ridiculous. I'm going to turn into a big boy. And I'm going to leg a motherfucker up.
Sensible.
I'm gonna take 4 of the spider's legs away from him. Once I turn edit mode off my sheet. For 17.
What is this?
A knock prone, whatever it says, shove prone.
Okie dokie, yeah. You managed to... Is there... So you shove it prone?
Shove it prone, and then I put my foot on it and in some form of attempt to grapple it. I guess I put my hand on its head. Just
Okie
like,
dokie.
stay down, you little shit.
Which you
For a
manage.
27.
Which you do manage.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright. Gwendeth.
I would like to move here
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no spider dropping from the ceiling on me this time. Are you good?
Are you looking up? Would you like to make a perception check if you want?
No, fuck that. I shoot the big spider with my bow.
Okay.
It's prone.
Yeah, you get disadvantage, but
It's prone.
misses.
Oh, it's prone. In that case, I
I
move
wouldn't
here
mind that anyway.
and shoot it again. Okay.
And
Classic.
I take 24 damage.
Okay, at the end of your turn, a swarm of spiders does indeed fall on you, Gwendeth.
I'm having the time of my life here.
However, I do believe they miss you. With the bite is a 16, so
No, that actually, I think that exactly hits me. Yeah,
Oh.
that hits me.
does it?
I don't have half plate, so yes, it does hit
All
me.
right, so you take a total of 12 piercing damage as multiple bites begin. Multiple dozen fangs begin biting down all over your body.
Are you willing to negotiate that?
Nope. So the single
Okay,
tasked automatons move. I'm assuming they move.
They do indeed move up to the spider. And they will each make an attack. Two good, probably one not.
Yes. How much damage do they do? Just 1d8 plus 1 plus 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 hits.
The first two, I assume.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yep, they seem to be beaten down upon it. This thing, seeing
Stop saying that, actually. Hold on. It's prone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why don't these things roll with...
I can do it for you, but
So I'll sort it out one moment. Roll 2, legacy, that one.
wow, this fucking creature, like, seriously. Roll high. Just stop. You're meant to be good.
Why will it not return back to my NPC sheet? What the fuck?
Because I've got some of them unselected, remember?
No, like you know, where there's a cogwheel, and then you can select between your sheet and the cogwheel. Like, click back on the NPC, it doesn't go back to the main sheet; it just stays on the cogwheel. Useful.
You can do it.
Let me
There you go.
I'll
Go to
close it. So I just closed it and I'll reopen it.
you go to the cogwheel and it's there, right?
Yeah, I did it. I've done it, but then when I clicked to go back to the character, it just stayed on the cogwheel sheet.
Oh yeah, good point. I can
That
see
was
it.
the issue.
Yep.
Anyway, I'll just re-roll the last one.
Mhm.
13.
Yeah,
Probably
it's still a
misses.
miss.
Yep, cool.
Right, and the
That's
spider begins to thrash and lash out at fucking Macra. Rolls fucking terribly. Alright, Lantix, your turn.
fine. Having seen now the spiders drop from the ceiling twice, right?
Yep.
I'll move underneath the open trapdoor,
Yep.
and I'll throw a hard light needle at the spiders harassing Gwendeth.
Okie dokie.
I'll put it up if you want, but it's
Yep.
flat damage.
Yep. You begin to pin a couple and they seem to be dispersing. They're grilled up.
Yeah, I will first start with advantage this time. 21
That's a hit.
for 11.
Yep. And you see that that's especially effective against its armor.
Very good. That's my turn.
Macro, sir.
Right. Start
Please
bringing it.
unfreeze your camera. It's creeping me out.
It's not frozen for me.
It's not frozen for me either.
Let's bring the pain, I reckon. I'm going to drop me Titan more. I'll just drop it on top of the spider, I guess. It's not really going to do much, but I'll drop it on top of it.
Yeah, drop
Oh,
Mjolnir on top of it so it can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm moving to... Oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to stab it with my magical dragonkin javelin. Resist this,
Alright.
you fucker. Stab. 23.
Yeah, 23 is a hit.
12. And then stab again. 21.
Holy
13.
shit. He's looking very injured. Ichor going everywhere as you stab into it. This black, slimy kind of liquid all spraying up at Macro's fur.
Fuck your chitin.
All right, so
I shall wear you.
all right, so Gwendef.
I would like to use a spell. Surface strike.
You can cast spells. Oh yeah, of course.
Wait, what? You're a spellcaster? Burn the witch.
I would like to move Fia around the others.
So you get an attack opportunity. Oh no, you don't. Zephyr Strike.
Zephyr Strike. Is the spider still prone?
Spider is still prone. Yes.
Suboptimal. In that case, I don't move there. I move here, and I shoot this thing.
Alrighty.
You have advantage. For 19.
Yeah, and as the Zephyr Strike goes through it, Gwendef, the first strike just like, you know, the wind and the power and the force from the arrow, it hits the far wall, and you just see disintegrate spiders in the air and the way, the kind of like the trail of it in the wake of the arrow.
Now I move back and I shoot the spider. Normally.
Alright.
With a 15.
It misses.
I hate this spider. I end my turn.
Okay. Alright, so single task automatons.
Yeah, they just keep wailing away. Ooh, crit.
Alright, so they literally in a like it's like a, you know, a Caesar style kind of murder. They all just, there's Macron, there's Grildar, there's Gwendef, 3 automatons, and there's just acorn bits going everywhere before its legs curling, and Macron's already ripping that off, and the automaton's like beep boop beep, and then just hit as they keep going in and ripping parts out. And yes, it missed all 4 of its amazing attacks. So that battle was pretty much, you know, Gwendef getting bit by small spiders.
Oh man, I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it was good.
Right.
That was like the pump up battle. You've got another one coming now, aren't you? No? Oh.
No, that's it. End of combat.
I bet this little fucker's got some venom on him. Anyone good at butchering? You're a ranger. You should be good at this shit. Take the venom from it.
It's not, you know, dragon shaped, but I can try, and I just, you know, try to.
You're such a fraud. Just tell me where to cut, and I'll do. I'll try to dissect some. Give me a dagger, and
Gwendolyn goes to do it.
All right, try a survival check then.
Who's doing it then?
Well, that nature check will give, I guess. Yeah, that's quite high. You know exactly where you're going to be cutting and stuff.
Alright. I'll watch you doing it. Oh, actually, you're quite good at that. Good job.
Alright, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, Gwendef?
That's not so good.
Brilliant.
Okay, so you managed to cut part of the venom sac out, but as you do, it you get one of the sacs, and it's kind of like it's kind of very squidgy, like a wine skin, and then the other pops next to you, spraying this hot acidic caustic liquid all over your arm. You know, and then you bring your hand quickly away and manage to wipe it off. But yeah, actually no, his save is con or nothing. So yeah, you're a foe.
I have one of the sacks.
You did a good job up until that point. Well done.
Yeah, the sac's filled with a lot. It's like maybe 300 milliliters of venom, which is a lot.
Master Lantex, you probably have vials or something, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, nice. Get in.
And I hand him the sack.
He just looks at it.
Don't you want to put the sack into a vial?
Not especially.
But
here's a vial if you want it.
I combine sack with vial to form sack in vial.
Come here, and I'll hold this sack for you. I don't know.
Right, this is definitely an alchemist supply check, so I'm gonna go with dexterity for 1.
I'll hold it. Right, stab the bottom of it, and then just hold the vial.
Stab the! Oh my god! Yeah, all right. This is gonna be amazing.
I'm just going to back away.
Yeah, likewise.
I was always hoping Curtis would, hold my sack like that. So.
Oh my god, okay, and... No, that's fine. You managed to get 1 vial of, Bofi poison.
I add that to my poison vials assortment.
I wonder if that'd be enough to kill a dragon.
I'll just add to this until I have enough to probably kill it.
Here you go. I'm gonna It's 45. It's 5d8 poison damage on one hit.
Oh shit! Fuck me. That's really good.
And right, con save DC 15.
Oh.
Yes, you would have been taking that if you'd been bit.
5d8 poison damage.
Con save 15.
How do we use this then? What do we do? Do I put it like on my sword before I hit something? Can I put it on now and it'll kill something later?
Can you do me a favour? And also in brackets, right? If dropped to 0, target paralysed for 1 out.
Oh.
That would become very useful. What do I need to do then? Do I need to...
I imagine I just dip my arrow in it and then shoot that arrow.
You don't hit very often though, do you?
What are you on about? I killed lots of things since we've met.
So you've got 1 vial of it, so it's like, what, 5 applications, and that's it, done.
I killed your wife.
Yeah, big target though.
Wait, a dragon is a big target.
Okay, I guess if you're resuming it for dragon kill, you've already got the other. But it don't matter. Let's keep going.
You can never have too many poisons to kill a dragon.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Right, come on then. Is it just this door to the our characters left, our right?
Yeah.
Gwendeth, I hate to bring it to you, but I think black dragons are immune to poison.
I'm very, very well aware.
Right?
Have you ever met someone who's immune to all poison? Some poison is gonna hurt her.
Where do we find these people, Gwildar?
I'm
We
not really
need
sure.
people. I'm used to just see me. You ought to be definitely dead without me.
Right, so
Oh, look, it's his baby skin.
yeah, you kind of
Turned into a bastard.
have to push this door open with a creak, and there is about a foot deep waste, kind of steel, fetid, stagnant, filling up the corridors in front of you.
I'm just like, shh. Lantix, how fast can them things move when they need to?
They're about as fast as the rest of us.
Alright, okay. You and Grildor then just hang back a little bit then, and me and Gwendeth. Oh, I see me and Gwendeth. Maybe Gwendeth, you hang out with them. I'll just try to be sneaky.
I'm going to get the automatons, or one of them, to carry me through this.
Alright, cool.
I'd also like to shut off my nose.
Yeah, okay.
That is cheating.
Can I ride one of the other automatons? Are they strong enough?
Being amorphous, I mean, it has its benefits. Just close my nose.
Somebody opens on your nose now.
Are they strong enough? Maybe. I don't know. Let me work that out.
But anyway, I'm sneaking through the tunnel.
Let's find lift capacity.
Roll
What's
stealth.
your weight?
80 plus me. I'm heavy-ish for a dwarf. Let me find out what that is.
They can do 195 pounds.
Oh, that's no. Okay.
Yeah. They're not the strongest of
But
things.
there's 2 of them, right?
Yeah, but how do you spread your weight across the two?
You can do it like,
I mean-
straight, one leg on each.
You underestimate how much stuff I have in my bag holding.
I guess if you put your backpack on one and then you ride the other, it might be able to do it.
No, but that's okay. Never mind.
Never mind. Right, yeah, I'm sneaking through the corridor.
Alright. Like I said, roll stealth.
I'm sorry, mate. I didn't see you say roll stealth. I just thought you
I'll
said.
just stay here at the entrance.
Get in.
Alright, so
I like how my stealth check that we didn't use are all the fucking 20.
Alright, so you begin moving forward, tripping up in the sewage, making a massive splash,
Yep.
and it just goes around the corner. It just keeps going.
Cool. I'll keep fucking sludging along there in this water. And once I get to the end of the corridor, I guess I'll just wave the rest of them. Why is it not letting me move more to the right? Oh.
Good.
Oh. No, roll 20s broke.
I've moved you to the right.
There we go. Tell me. There we go. Must have been invisible wall. Are the rest of them coming? Yeah, no, they are. I'll keep going. I'm trudging through this water, being incredibly unstealthy, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that, so there you are.
What's
yeah,
going on with that wall there?
What wall? Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. It's fucked up. What wall are you talking about?
The wall to the north that's like just a blank space, but it also seems to have something on it.
It's a door to the north.
I
Well, I
didn't realise I ignored the door, sorry.
I guess we skipped that door.
Yeah, Macron missed the door. He was too busy trying to be stealthy, poorly.
We are SEAL Team 6 over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
so
guess I'll just hold fire
Yeah,
here.
I say,
okay, so as you're approaching this way, Macro, you can hear raised voices. Yeah, they're not speaking common for sure.
I'll continue being stealthy and see if I can locate where the voices are coming from.
Okay, so they're coming from about 30 feet in front of you. There's a very large door that's open, and you can hear like kind of squeaks and growls and stuff
I'll seal Team 6 at this wall. Then I'll just hang fire and then like wave Gwendeth up to me, or the rest of them up to me.
Okay, yep.
And then I'll be like,
Okay, so
and I know exactly what that means, but none of them do because we haven't talked through the Navy hand signals with them yet. Pretty much.
I also could only still see your creepy face as well.
And I'm trying to indicate with my hand that there's some the bogeys ahead. I guess they can hear them at this point as well. I'll just whisper to them at this point. I'm like, right, okay, there's get to the door. Once we're at the door, charge in, yeah?
I'm an archer, Macro.
What?
I'm an archer. I don't charge in.
Well, you charge in with your arrows then.
hello, who's there?
Come on.
Who's there? Don't come any closer.
I am Gwendeth Redfoot, famous dragon slayer.
One moment, stay where you are. And then you hear some padding footsteps. And you hear, Gwendeth. And then you don't hear anything else. He goes, okay. Yeah, got it. This thing steps out into the corridor.
Would you
What am I
enlarge?
looking at?
Lovely.
Oh.
Oh.
He looks cool.
Oh, that's a kobold. That's my bad. Shouldn't have gone with the famous dragon slayer.
Yeah, they were speaking Draconic. You just didn't have enough passive perception to hear him from where you were. And he goes, what are you doing here? This is ours.
We're looking for someone.
Who?
Lady Obsidian is, I think, her name.
Alright, so he goes, no, never heard of her. Keep going.
Which way?
I would like to roll insight on that. I feel like Gwendeth can tell when a dragon is lying.
Alright, yeah, okay, roll insight.
Even if it's a fake baby dragon.
Oh,
18.
He definitely knows. He goes, no, keep moving, no, and then moves in and tries to start closing the door.
No. I know two things about dragons. The first thing is dragons need to die, and the second thing is that I guess they also lie. Yeah. So where is the lady?
And he looks really worried, and he looks in, and he's doing this eye-rolling movement inside the door to people things you can't see.
Marco, I think we should move this ahead.
No! Alright, he reaches into his pocket and fidgets with this, what looks like this bomb with green fumes, and he goes, die!
wow.
Yeah, everyone roll initiative. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh.
I mean, you let Macra and Gwendeth be the ones in front. What sort of negotiations did you
And
expect?
I'll just, like, as this is happening, I'll just look over at Van Dixon again and be like, where do we find these people?
Let's go with the sea battle music. Let's put some of that on.
I like how you've got a load of sea battle and we're just in the sewers.
Fuck it.
Water's water, even if it's green.
Have we got everyone there? Gwendeth, Macra. Yeah, everyone's here. Alright, cool. So, Gwendeth, you go first.
Shoot it!
Move here and shoot it.
Alright,
Gold
go ahead.
shot the flask in its hand.
Wait, bonus action to designate it as my Slayer's Prey, then shoot it.
Alright, cool. Misses. Hits.
Oh, it's a good hit as well. My Slayer's Prey. Oh. That's extra attack. There we go. 2 points damage.
Ah! And it just goes, ah! As it falls back, and it's gone like, the arrow's gone straight for its chest and out the back. It's like, ah! Ah! Alright, is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Alright, it launches, on the beginning of its turn, it launches that green bomb straight here. I need the entire of you guys to roll. Alright. Dexterity saving throw.
No one could have foreseen this.
Oh.
This is against an effect that's going to deal damage, I guess, right?
Yes, and it's poison.
Okay, so my actual save is a 21.
Yeah, you pass, so you take half damage.
Is it poison?
Yep, you're immune.
So I take quarter.
Yep, so you take like 4. No, 5. Good round, yeah.
Does a
4.
12 pass?
A 12 does not pass. You take full damage and are poisoned for 1 minute.
Does a 15 pass?
Roof.
A 15 passes, so you take half damage and are not poisoned.
I'm a dwarf, so poison as well.
Yep. So Lantix, you take full damage and are poisoned.
Yep.
And also, what about the other mechanical automatas immune to poison?
They are immune to poison. Yeah,
Nice,
they're
okay.
constructs.
Alright, so after it's made that attack,
But just been poisoned for a minute, man.
it means you get
Oh, you're
disadvantage
poisoned.
on attacks.
Advantage.
There are what?
Disadvantage on attacks.
For fuck's sake.
Alright, so it moves in, going, get him, get him, get him!
Welcome to being mean. Every game Anna has ever run, Curtis.
Okay, so this little kobold head pokes his head round the corner, and Grendef, you're like just about to draw an arrow, and a stone cracks you across the head, like, and you just flung against the wall from this rock. You take 5 bludgeon damage, and then it kind of like flings itself back in.
I can't believe it threw a fucking rock at me. What is
It's
this?
a sling. Right, so Macro, your turn.
Right, old bastards, get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, you're conveniently well in a line. 6. And I reckon that is 15 foot between. Get it.
See, it's not an Arne game because if it was, he would have just been shot by 40 kobolds.
Yeah, too true, too true.
I will do so recklessly, and I shall massive swing at these motherfuckers.
Can you link massive swing?
1, 2.
That's just 3 within a 15-foot line.
Yeah.
Alright, yep. So the first one is hit.
They're all disadvantaged. No, they're just normal hits,
Yeah,
aren't they? So
normal.
it's 15, 23, and 13.
Yep, and the 13 one misses.
Little bastard.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, you
Oh, fuck, as far as a 23 hit? Jesus.
What? Yeah, so the 15 hit the top one, and the 23 killed
Yeah.
the one with the bomb, and the 13 one missed.
The 23 should have been damage to the top one. 18 should have been the one to the one next to me. And then 32 missed.
No, that was for the attack rolls, not the...
Yeah, I've done it. Okay.
Right, okay, yeah, because the blood damage and the attack, yeah. That
Yep.
is, yeah, that's on that. That's with the end of my go.
Lantix.
Well, seeing as he didn't get mullered, I guess I'll consider moving up, yeah.
You didn't hear the death song of a fucking bugbear hit the ground.
Yeah, I'll move there, shoot the hard light needle at the one at the back that I can see, and command the automata to go in when they're ready.
Okay.
Attack!
Okay, one moment. I'm just sorting stuff out on, you know, the classic layer. There.
I'm hungry again, I am. I need some more stuff.
So it's Lantix's turn. Alright, so Grildar, it's your turn.
Yeah, so... 1, 2... 9, I'll move over in.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a bit more. Yeah, a bit more. I'll actually move over. And then I will force strike this guy. For a 17.
Holy shit!
I only do one attack, don't like that.
Yeah, it kills it. Just a 4-star hits it clean in the heart, and you go, "Caca!" And didn't even get an attack off, just falls to the ground.
Yep.
Anything else?
That's my turn.
Alright, so, it's at that moment,
Fucking gnarly, man.
the door to your south opens up, Grilda, revealing inside a woman holding a scimitar in her hand. She runs straight up to you and goes for 2 attacks with it. What's your AC?
19.
Alright, so the first one clashes across your face, leaving a nasty gash for 8. I don't know why it says 8 bludgeoning. It's a scimitar. So 8 slashing damage.
She just doesn't know how to use it, I guess.
Yeah, and the next one, you manage to bring your shield up and ricochet it off. And you hear a familiar voice in there, by the way. Kill them!
Kill them all!
Right, don't feel bad, she's here.
No. The automatons haven't been given an order, so I guess they do nothing.
That's literally what I said on my turn.
Oh, I didn't hear you. What was the order?
To go in and attack. Any non-friendlies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That guy to the left of that automata, is he alive?
Yes.
For some reason,
Yeah.
it's not showing.
He is alive, yes.
I think I only have vision on one of the automata, but whatever. 15?
15 is a hit. And,
Get in.
and he kills it.
Get in.
Nice.
Alright.
That's it. The rest of them aren't in range. I guess it could dash. Nah, it's fine. I'll do it on
Alright,
the next
so
turn.
let me check something. Oh, nice. Okay, so she... Alright, so can those 2 automatons there, in that line...
What line?
I'm not seeing a lion.
You're on the wrong layer, Liam.
I am indeed. That line? Can you see it?
Yeah,
Can they
Yeah.
make dexterity saving throws, please?
I doubt it. Oh, one can.
Holy shit!
Oh!
So it goes beep as it sees a blast come out of the far corner as Lady Obsidian comes out of invisibility. However, the other one is immediately petrified. Unless it's immune to petrification.
Do you mean paralyzed?
No.
Oh, no, petrified. Yeah, it's immune.
Yeah, it's immune, so immediately hits the wall. That area there can... Lantix, Gwendef, and 2 of the other automatons make more dexterity saving throws.
Oh, Gwendeth. Shit, fuck me.
As a blast hits the wall and explodes out in a ring of force damage.
Automata 1, Automata 2, and then me.
Alright, so Gwendef,
Yeah.
you take 9 force damage, and the rest will take 18 force damage.
She comes out of invisibility. Yes, we can.
Yes,
No,
I do.
love it.
I do get to.
I am getting really fucked. Where is Chester?
Back at the mansion.
Alright, so there she is.
Oh, she
Nice.
looks nice.
She doesn't look like the usual Gorgon with a snake tail. She actually has legs. Alright, so Gwendef, it's your turn.
Well, Skedaddle... Can I see her from here?
Yep.
Does that mean I have to make a check?
No, she's not that type of... Like I told you, she's not that type of Gorgon.
Okay, in that case, bonus action Slayer spray her and shoot arrows.
Yeah, that's what her eye ray was what you just experienced. The line of petrification, then an explosion.
So it's 20... it's a 10 damage plus
Wait,
6.
yeah, the 24 hits. How
I
much?
assume the 12 doesn't. 16 total.
Yep, 6. And then she brings her hand up, hisses. Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, fuck me. She has, what's it called? The reaction, you take damage. Fuck me.
Retaliation.
23. I'm on a dexterity saving throw roll today.
Alright, she immediately blasts you for 31 fire damage, halved.
Oh, I was like, oh, good. Thank God that's half.
Yeah. She uses Hellish Rebuke.
That's a high level hellish rebuke. Fuck me.
Yeah, she's a warlock. I have to use her high slot.
Alright, I'll move here. Thank you for telling me this. I am my turn here.
Alright, at that moment, another one of these ladies arrives around the corner and goes for Grildar, blocking his path there.
Oh, you silly cow.
And she goes for 2 scimitar attacks. One of them hits for 3 slashing damage, Grildar, as she attacks from behind. Alright, Makra.
So I'm going to grow into the space in front of me.
Okie dokie.
And as I grow, I'll swing in that general proximity.
Which general proximity? Oh, okay.
No,
so
did you not see my line? Sorry. Just hitting these. It doesn't have to be a straight line. It'd just be any 15-foot line.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm doing so recklessly, but then it's just going to be a normal attack. 'Cause I'm still fucking poisoned. Some bullshit.
Misses. Hits.
Oh, I needed that to be a better roll there.
And no, you fucking hit her.
Oh, get in. That's some shit rolls, though, by the way.
Yeah, as the first one manages to dart, the second one's head comes clean off, and then the last one hits Lady Obsidian's chest, and she goes, "Gah!" But your Titan Wall doesn't seem to like pass through her as much as it did the rest.
Yeah. Seems like she's more resistant to it somehow.
As if it's not a magical weapon.
That's the end of my go.
Alright, so Lantix, at the end of your go, Lady Obsidian will use legendary action. She's going to just cast the spell. She's going to Eldritch Blast Makra.
Shit.
What's your AC?
17.
And for some reason the damage isn't rolling. So you take maximum damage, 13. Force damage.
Ow.
So, Lantix, your turn.
Command the automata to kill the Gorgon.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay.
And I will cast Geodesic Shield on myself around my position.
Okie dokie. Geodesic Shield.
Yeah, it's got AC 10 and 20 HP. Creatures can move through it, but it blocks range attacks.
Alright, so yeah, Lady Obsidian's like fighting in the corner. You've ordered them to go attack her. Grildar.
Yep.
I love how Arne's just got a fucking horn in the middle of his head going.
What?
Just a horn.
Oh, yeah, I can't feel both. Fix my hair.
Got your headset as pit guys, I think.
Yeah. I will shoot at Lady Obsidian.
Okie dokie.
Would miss.
Yep, it does miss, I'm afraid.
And then move over here.
Okie dokie. Before the end of your turn, she uses her last 2 legendary actions to cast a spell.
She uses 2 in one go.
No,
She can.
She can use 3, but she's used 2 to cast a spell, and she disappears.
Oh, fuck me.
Alright, this Scorpion cultist is actually alive. Turns back towards Grildar and goes to attack him. In fact, to position herself there. One of them... Okay, so both hit. Is there anything you'd like to do about it? They're rolling really well. For having +4 to hit, they're rolling really well.
Yeah, I'll say.
The first one is a vital blow. It strikes you down the chest for 12 slashing damage, and the next one hits for 3. So a total of 50.
Okay.
The single task automatons bundle Obsidian, but she's no longer there.
They have blind sight.
Yeah, she's there.
Cool. Where is she?
Exactly where she cast the spell, because she didn't have any movement. So,
Okay.
you want me to move them? Yeah.
I think I know where they are.
So they will get disadvantage on the attacks.
Yep.
Nor if you've already disadvantaged and then you're attacking recklessly.
Fuck me, they all hit.
Nice. I like it.
Oh, that's some great rolls.
It's not bad. Well, on this level, I got an improvement to them where they get my intelligence modifier on their attack rolls.
Alright, so that's 14.
Right, they're a bit better.
25. Dickhead! How much is that? Is that 37 damage?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not magical, is it? So, no. Ooh, I thought you'd literally got it then. I was about to panic. I was like, shit.
And I don't think it classes as magical at this stage. I will have a look. Because I do get magical attacks at some point with them. I will look it up.
It's like, yeah, that could really change.
Bear with me.
Yeah, she got nothing. Okay, so no. I'll move on.
Yeah, move on.
But it is her turn now, so that's why I wanted to know, because she's gonna. I don't think they are magical.
I'm just getting the book now. Wizard. Alright, Automata Wizards. Level 6. Constructs.
What's your AC?
No.
They don't. Okay, so what's your AC, Macro?
17.
Alright, so what happens is she comes out invisibility, attacks you straight with her snake hair for a total of 7 piercing, which you can half to 4, and then 16 poison.
For how much damage? Sorry, for 7.
So 7 piercing, but you're raging, so it's halved.
So it's 3, yeah.
And then 16 poison.
16 poison, which is not halved.
And then you take an additional 6 slashing damage from her claws as she lashes out at you.
That's
Did she move?
3.
Yes, you did get an attack of opportunity from the one in the north.
Cool. Nice.
It misses.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah. Alright, and she comes out invisibility. Immediately. Oh, fuck. She can't do that. I've used her action. Well, I fucked her over. Gwendef, your turn.
I move here, and I move here. And then I move here, and then I shoot her.
Alright.
But first, I cast a spell.
What do you cast?
I cast Zephyr Strike. This one is with advantage. 18.
Shit. She casts Hellish Rebuke again.
Oh, fuck this bitch.
This is our last spell slot. Can you roll Dexterity saving throw?
Oh!
Yeah, so you take half, which is 13 fire damage.
Okay, I'm still standing.
Yep. Your turn. You've still got another attack, right?
Yep.
Right.
Well, she also takes Slayer's Prey damage for 5.
How would you like to kill her? That did it. The Slayer's Prey.
Well, since she did hit me, we'll just keep it that way because. So I shot her with the arrow right through the chest, and then she burned me alive, and Granddeath on fire just knocks the second arrow straight ripping through her head.
Yeah, and she just falls down dead, and the Scorpion cultist behind just goes, "No!" Alright, so Macro.
I mean, I do in reality still have an arrow that I'm going to shoot at the.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. If it's. Yeah, that's why you confused the shit out of me.
Alright then.
18 with an 11.
Yep, that hits. And now it's Macro's turn.
And then I'll say, hot potato, catch, and I'll gently toss her my Titan Maul. At the same time, I'll pull the Dragon King Javelin and stab her twice for that, because I think that she's magically immune as well, because I don't think I've hit her yet.
Okay. And the Javelin goes straight through her head, killing her. Ending the combat.
Well, that was a pretty easy 500 quid, but I feel like I've been on a 3-day sesh.
Yeah, there are some corpses around you for sure.
And then Macron's going to, while still giant, vomit in the corner. So it's a giant vomit.
While he vomits, Gwendeth, a bit crispy, cuts off the Gorgon's head with her arrow still in it and like carries it around on the arrow.
Alrighty, nice. Alright, so it takes you like a good 30 seconds to cut her head off, but yeah, comes off. The snakes are all kind of like still kind of like twitching in their death throes.
I did tell you, Grilda, you could count on me to kill it.
I'm not shooting there. How's the being on fire working out for you?
Gwyneth like flips out her head so it stops burning. You get used to it.
Are you okay to continue?
Ugh.
Or ask Mr. Puke over there, I'm good.
After a minute, I think I feel a bit alright. I've puked my guts up. I could probably do with a snack, but other than that, I'll be alright.
Actually, out of combat, I take the dodge action to roll a hit die.
Okay.
Yeah, I do the same.
I imagine her head's worth quite a lot. Good job picking her up. Lantix, anything else you reckon that we can sell off her? Gorgons
That's
are quite
really
rare.
not my field of study. I am also in a great deal of pain.
And Elijah wanted
In
the head.
university. Why do you not know what bit like that? What else would you even study in there if it's not which bits of this we can sell?
Our employer specified to give him the head.
These things, not magical creatures, I'm afraid.
Shouldn't we just go check out her lair to see if there's anything of value in there?
Yeah, but I want to see if there's any value on her, yeah? And I'll search here, I guess, give her a bit of a frisk.
Alrighty, can you make an investigation check?
I don't know why I keep doing that. But
Understand where I am and tell the automata to guard me.
Alright.
no.
He does like the kung fu pose as his automatas lash out and gets close.
Guard me, just the arms go up down, so just...
Alright, so she has a sort of rod, like with like a snake's head at the top, like kind of like Jafar's staff, but just the top of it, like a cobra head.
Oh, cool.
It looks
Lantix, what's there?
What's what?
This. It's a
Cobra head?
It looks like some sort of rod.
Bring it over.
I'll just pat and throw it at
Automata catch check.
you.
No, just hits the automata in the head.
Don't-
Automata just bends down, picks it up, and hands it to Lentix.
Alright, cool.
Are we leaving shortly?
We've killed her, so I imagine it won't be far long till we do.
Splendid. I'll just cast Identify on it.
It's a rod of the Pack Keeper +1.
Alright.
Nice.
Also, Macro, you find some coins on her.
Get in.
Alright.
How many?
117 platinum.
Get in.
What?
We've hit the cash point, but we've hit the jackpot, boys. Get in.
Well, it looks like she must have taken all the money out of the inn and escaped with it, but that's about it.
Right, this is going to the feed the crew fund because I imagine it's going to be a while until that becomes a successful money-making venture. But there you are.
High five, Macra!
I'll give you a bump. I'm not giving you a high five. I don't do high fives.
It's like Gwyneth high fives the bump, it's really stupid.
Yeah, the fist. Yeah, I've done that to several people before. To be fair.
Alright. That was on a person, of course.
Right, let's see what's in a cave. I mean, come on, Gwendeth. You might be good with nature and shit. Like, she's not dragon shaped, but what is sellable from her? Maybe it's just the head. Let's give up with this line of thinking. We need someone who can do this shit for us. We should get someone on the crew that knows what parts we can salvage and sell. Gwendeth, put it on the list. We've just got 107 platinum. We can do this. We have the means.
Okay, so her hideout seems to have this giant bone statue of an ancient god. And there seems to be 2 obsidian statues of half-orcish men in their death throes at either corners. Statue.
Okay, now we actually have 117 platinum. I've added it to the party loot.
Oh, I'll put it on my character sheet. Let me take that off. I had 7 platinum, so yeah, 7 platinum. So yeah, if you put that on, 107.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lantix, what you notice is each of these these blocks, these 10-foot by 10-foot blocks, are like rune stones, and they're old and ancient.
I'm not in there. I don't know if I've noticed much. I'm in a great deal of pain.
Fair enough.
No, I've wandered in.
Brildal would notice them as well. They're old ancient rune stones, devoid of magic, facing towards this ancient statue.
Of a bone
Can I read them?
They are like abyssal runes.
Okay, can't read them.
Neither can I.
I'll go on. At this point, I'll turn around and see Lantix isn't here yet. Lantix, you're quite alright over there.
Somewhat. Quite injured, but I'll be alright for now. Just not really interested in pressing on much further.
Right, well, that's something we need you to read.
Very well. Hold on.
Is this language similar to Goblin?
No.
No, I'll just look at my crowd and be like,
Right, not much use then. Okay. I know my place. And I'm just eyeing up this value, seeing if I can cut it up into bits and transport it.
Okay, so what's going on?
Lantix are trying to read the Abyssal Runes, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't read Abyssal, so...
Yeah, you can't tell what they mean or what they do. But there is definitely some symbolism because of the statue and the skeletal kind of... The giant cobra skeleton in the centre.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's no way to decipher a language, is there? I don't know.
You can make an Arcana check if you wish to just try to kind of get the
Piece
idea.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just ringing it here, but it looks like some dastardly snake shrine.
Yes,
Well-
I do know Abyssal.
Well, these abyssal runes are all dedicated to the worship. They funnel the life force of creatures, so blood, or like somehow souls, into this statue dedicated to Apep. Apep, the fiery snake that is said to consume the world if Ra ever gives up. You kind of look at the Rod of the Pack Keeper, and you realise she was probably a warlock under some sort of pact with Apep or Apep's minions.
Yeah.
Out of character, is this actually an Egyptian? Like, why are they all fucking so similar? Weird, isn't it? You got this, and then isn't the Nords very similar to this as well?
Yeah.
Giants.
yeah, isn't it strange how religion mimics each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big snakes eating the world. They've got a thing with snakes, aren't they?
But
Animals.
with the Arcana check, you also notice that the bones are real and inscribed with small runes up each rib, like tiny runes that are keeping it like positioned the way it is without having the need for any kind of like any way to hold it up. It's not anything special really. You think, oh, it's a real bone of a giant snake, but it's just a king cobra. It's nothing.
So there's nothing valuable to it.
No, it's just a king cobra skeleton. Which
Shall we destroy this?
Nerians used to kind of like not worship, but kind of they were like the wary omen, you know.
Yeah. Respectful of.
Mm-hmm.
We could probably nail this to the front of our boat and it would look a lot cooler.
It would look pretty good on the front of the boat.
I would strongly suggest if it's an idol to an ancient god to leave it right where it is.
We're not destroying it then, no?
I fear that may have some adverse effects on our health.
Alright, okay. Let's not destroy them. Unlucky
So we
finder.
just leave it here?
No, we will inform the university that it is here and they can deal with it.
Fair enough.
Be a reasonable course of action.
Yeah.
We might need to reiterate this with you a few times since it doesn't seem to catch on very well. We have authorities in the city that we can rely on when something's doing that we don't have the time for.
I just think all of you need to learn to do some things yourself.
Yes, like getting a boat. And I'll just like quizzically look at Gwen there.
Makra and I had a fantastic plan to procure a boat, right, Makra?
I had no idea what you're on about, and I'll start walking off.
Previously, I had learnt that when gravely injured, not to press on and to return to safety.
Yes, we shall.
This is why I've been studying books all of your life and getting nowhere.
So
We got what we came for.
Yeah. So as you begin carrying the head of Lady Obsidian in your hand, dripping black blood all over the floor as you begin to press on or leave, we're going to end today's session there, just after killing Lady Obsidian, a villain who I introduced in session 1. 17 sessions later, you've managed to kill her.
Get it.
And what else? What finally convinced us to do this was greed.